They took another one of our legends. Man, why Rich Homie? Why it had to be you? It could have been 6ix9ine. But go ahead, hit that subscribe button. Matter of fact, hit that like button. While you at it, hit that notification bell, cause damn man, it's a sad day in hip hop. But hey man, Chrisean rock free, Megan Thee Stallion got amnesia, and my co-host got a haircut. So it's a good day in the podcast world.
What's up, everybody? It's your host Chico Grounded Chico 2 times, Felix Supreme 305, and that was an interesting intro, co-host. But we are losing legends.
I know, but 6ix9ine still here. 6ix9ine still
Unfortunately.
here. Mike Zimmerman still here. Donald Trump still here. Kamala Harris still here. And these bills are still coming. It make no sense.
But what does make sense is welcome to episode 172 of Tales from the Crib weekly podcast. We're giving it to you early this week because
I got to work a double tomorrow.
So. But we're here. We're going to let you know what's going on. We're going to have some fun. Welcome to the show, Crib Crew. Hey. Thanks for tuning in with us.
On a sad week.
It's a sad week. It's another sad week. It's always a sad week in this country.
I know.
We're losing legends, school shootings.
Bills keep coming.
All kinds of stuff.
Girls keep asking for
taken.
Money. McMahon?
So my co-host had to leave Florida.
Oh, Lord.
But we are a sanctuary state. We accept you. But it's time to start the show, and we need to start the show with
a legend.
Yeah, with a legend, Atlanta legend, someone that paved the way. A lot of people, emulate what Rich Homie did back in the day when he came in, and unfortunately, Rich Homie Quan has passed away. He just passed away recently. We do have the 911 call, but unfortunately, everyone was actually talking about him and Young Thug possibly working out their differences and becoming friends again. And then now that can't happen with Rich Homie losing his life. Excuse me.
I know, man. It's just so sad, man. Rich Homie had to go. I mean, it's still the autopsy report still hasn't come out yet about what exactly happened. Some people saying it's bad pills, but we're gonna talk about that a little later. But we're gonna play the video of the 911.
You want to start with the call?
We're gonna start with the call, and you're gonna see how disgusting these females is, man. They just disgusting. Like, Erica Banks? Really, you?
I'm gonna stay on the line with you, okay?
Okay. Amber 911, operator 7214. What is the location of your emergency?
Erica Banks on everybody.
I need an ambulance.
Tell me exactly what happened.
My boyfriend, he's been asleep on the couch since this morning. Well, he never came to bed last night. Sleep on the couch. I left him on the couch before I took my son to school this morning, put a blanket over him. And now I just checked on him again because he never got up. I don't feel a heartbeat. I don't see him breathing.
And you said on the couch, and what happened?
I said I put a cover over him because it gets a little cool. He's in the living room. And now I just checked on him because I see he never got up.
See, that I be talking about. Y'all be so fake. The whole world was just calling this man Rich Homie Quan a rat. Soon as he died, oh, that was my friend. I love him. Boy, y'all so goddamn fake ride this motherfucker bad. Woo!
Rich Homie Quan girlfriend speaks out following the passing. Man, it's just so sad. So, I mean, this girlfriend right here is Amber Williams. Amber Williams is the girlfriend on and off for 15 years they've been messing around with. It's honestly like out of all the girls that's been dropping pictures, she's the only one that has consistent photos saying, like, I've been messing with Rich Homie Quan for the longest. She got pictures. She been posting pictures. But
well, he's a big-time celebrity, so he's going to be linked to a lot of women. And I hate that whenever a celebrity passes away, unfortunately, rappers and NBA players and other athletes don't have aren't known for being faithful. Mm-hmm. And then when they pass away, it's like all the side chicks want to pop out and say, oh, this was my boo, this was my day one, this was my heart. Or even if they hooked up with them in the past, it was like, 3-year-old photo, and they're like, I still remember that vacation in Malibu.
Exactly. Like, that just doesn't make any sense. Like, that really has me thinking about, like, I need to really tighten up by who I mess with to stick my willie in. Because I can't be having
This ain't
anybody.
Patreon codes.
I can't be having anybody out here saying, "Oh yeah, I used to mess with Jesse J."
You know, I found a number one way to diss your op.
What?
If your friend is straight, you pay someone of the same sex that isn't to go to their funeral and cry just a little bit too hard.
I wake up and slap the black off everybody. I'm slapping everybody. Bum, 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 bum. But nah,
If you go first, I'm paying 4 dudes a minimum.
That's disrespectful. I
to
thought
be
we was
like, boo, who win?
you my co-host.
Co-host of disrespect.
Disrespectful. But back to what we were saying. So like Amber said, man, she took her son to school. Rich homie Quan was sleeping on the couch. She put cover on him, woke up. She came back, seeing that he had no pulse, he wasn't breathing. And I mean, this is just a sad thing. And it had me doing my research, and I seen that. I mean, since it's Still Going In album, he been talking about popping all these mollies and exos and doing all these types of stuff. And then like you see him on No Jumper and Matt Hoffman saying like, oh yeah, I was going like 2 years straight. I was popping mollies like every day. And I'm like, damn, that was some good music. Like when you dropping the Rich Gang Tour Lifestyle, that was some good music. But
yeah, the Rich Gang mixtapes or albums, whatever you want to call them, the compilations.
That one, or the Still Going In, or the other one, the tape.
Could never stop Still Going In.
Yeah, all that. He was on drugs. He's heavily on drugs, doing lean, smoking weed.
I was literally just playing. Let me see if I have it.
Yeah, why you looking that up? And it's like, it's crazy. Like he been doing this, and then like right now he's like in his 30s. He was 33. He took a bad pill, and that's what allegedly people were saying. Like he popped a bad.
Back to the Basics.
I remember that one. I remember Back to the Basics.
That's 2017.
And then he had the new ones like Coma, and then he had The Gift, and then he had a couple other new songs. Like he was still dropping music. I mean, like, you know, Rich Homie Quan, he wasn't really like dropping music that everybody knew, like the Flex on him song, but he was still dropping music low key, still doing tours.
His last album was 2022.
Family Feud, Family something?
Family of Moolah.
Family of Moolah, yeah.
Coma was 2019. The Gift was 2019. Was that a whole album?
Yep. So I mean, a lot of people but
only 7 songs.
But the crazy part about this is like a lot of people were upset that that the girl took so long to call the cops.
That's the GOAT one. Rich Homie Quan and Gucci Man.
I remember that one. But a lot of people were upset that, oh yeah, about the girl, like how you let Rich Homie Quan sleep on the bed or sleep on the couch, like why wasn't he in the bed, like something ain't adding up right. But then once all these girls started popping up, it put the context clues together, like he was probably cheating. He probably was sleeping on the couch because he can't keep his willy in his pants.
God dang, co-host.
I said
no
willy.
Dignity. No, but it's an unfortunate situation, and I think the only thing that bothered me is, one, how the phone call leaked so quickly, and two, like the non-urgency or the non-freaked outness. She's like, yeah, he's just not breathing. I don't know what's up with him. Can y'all just come? Like, that seems a little too nonchalant. And
think foul play? Think something?
I don't know if it's foul play, but I can understand him falling asleep on the couch because you know, if you ever lived with a significant other. And it's like, they want to go to sleep. You're like, I'm going to stay up and play the game. Or I'm going to stay in this. So, you might do that, and you might mistakenly pass out on the couch.
He was doing a lot of streaming.
I did that before. And it's like, you just wake up. Usually you go to bed.
True.
It's crazy to just, like, sleep there the whole night. But then, for her to see him in the morning and be like, oh, he just passed out. I'm still going to take the kids to school. I'll just put a blanket on him. And then her to come back and then turn him over and supposedly or allegedly he was foaming at the mouth. That's one heck of a way to find him, and also to call the cops so nonchalant. Yeah, he's foaming at the mouth and not breathing, but we might need a doctor.
Oh, horrible!
It's a little too cool.
Then they told me, the phone call was a lot longer than this. It was like a 3-minute phone call. I just didn't do the whole thing.
I saw everyone was roasting the 911 operators.
What?
Saying that they didn't appreciate the way that she was communicating with the caller, and they're like, "You put what on him? Huh? Like they just suck,
them.
Man.
It's costing and stuff. What you expect? But
quality service doesn't exist anymore.
So everybody's talking about this, and then you seen Rollo coming at the end saying, "Oh, everybody fake," because you see a lot of people
We're running with that rat story.
Was running with the whole rat story. I heard the rat story. He read it.
Was it worse than Robots and Richie?
Basically when
we have him on film talking to the cops.
No, it wasn't on film. It was a phone call. it's like a leaked audio message. Like it was a phone call. He spoke to the cops. He was just telling the cops like he had a bad feeling that like he felt like Young Thug is the one that shot up his daddy barbershop, and that and also
Young Thug took it that far. I thought they were friends.
Hey, I mean, he said there's like some like why he's like because at the first they was working together, and then Rich Homie Quan was the bigger artist, so he was making more money. Young Thug didn't like that. Then like there was a whole record deal situation where like Birdman was in the situation. Rich Homie Quan didn't want to sign with Birdman because Birdman be screwing over people.
I did hear that he was kind of holding up the whole like Rich Gang becoming a real deal thing because like it's weird like Rich Homie Quan like a lot of his music isn't really on Apple Music. Like you still got to go on like YouTube and stuff to get like his mixtape stuff, and like even all the Rich Gang stuff isn't really on Apple Music.
Yeah, that's not on Apple. Yeah, a lot of that's not on Apple Music, or either like people like build up the playlist to put it together on Spotify or Apple Music. But yeah, I mean, he said that, and then he said like I feel like that. Then he said, oh yeah, then like a few weeks after the whole situation happened at the barbershop, 2 weeks later, like Young Thug number changed. He moved, both his numbers changed, and then on top of that, he moved from the sky like a sky house penthouse. He moved and like didn't say anything. So and then after that he had his car shot. Rich Homie Quan had his car shot up. He said he called Young Thug and said, man, what's going on with that? Like I ain't had nothing to do with that. I don't know y'all messing with me.
Oh, that was who did mess with Kid Cudi that blew up Kid Cudi?
Diddy?
It was Diddy.
Horrible.
Diddy was acting again.
It's just a great. I mean, like
because Diddy was Young Thug's original bae.
Horrible. But I mean, it's just a crazy situation. Like all this happened because the whole Birdman situation. Like Young Thug could have been one of them ones. Like he could have been like he would have been bigger than Roddy. It would have been no Roddy Ricch.
Young Thug?
No, Rich Homie Quan.
Yeah, Rich Homie Quan.
He could have been bigger.
I mean, he honestly was that big for his time. I mean, like he's as big as Roddy Ricch ever was.
Yeah, Roddy Ricch and all them. He'd have been
in his prime.
True.
But his prime was like short lived because he even admitted when we were checking out some of his interview clips. That he kind of got shelved by his label, or he was going through litigation with his old label or something like that.
Yeah, he wanted to get out. He wanted to get out the deal
and so he
his own stuff.
He couldn't drop like music for like 3 years, and that was like right after his prime where he couldn't drop music. So he kind of just disappeared, and he was just only doing shows. But I mean, some people can live that life. Like Kendrick Lamar, he was living that life for 10 years off of Good Kid, Mad City.
True, yeah, he was. And I mean, with all the Rich Homie Quan was talking about, he had a whole bunch of legal problems. Like he paid like $90K to get out to settle a couple cases, so he was still getting money. While I mean, his songs wasn't big. He still had the Flex song that was a real big song. He was still riding for people. But
what's your favorite Rich Homie Quan song?
Oh, I got Man of the Year.
Man of the Year is good. They Don't Know.
They Don't Know. Invest. I forgot. It's a whole bunch of songs. Like he had a lot of songs. I was listening to his album for like the past 2-3 days now, all of them. Like he got a lot of songs, and I was listening to it. And he messed with a lot of chicks. Like he always talked about how he messed with a lot of chicks, and he always get caught.
I saw like people with memes where they're like lifestyle, and then that one song, dun, 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 and they're like lifestyle. But yeah, Type of Way, Walk Through, featuring Problem, R.I.P. Problem. Man, everyone we listened to in college.
I don't think it's that Problem.
Yeah, it is that Problem.
Which Problem?
No, not Problem.
That's Trouble.
I was singing Trouble. So.
Problem is the dude from Houston, Texas.
It's probably trash. I don't remember Problem. We're from Texas, and I don't know who that is.
I know you.
That blah 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 song.
I remember blah blah blah.
And Mamacita.
Oh yeah, he talked about Travis Scott's situation. Like he said, he was cool with Travis Scott, and then like as soon as the whole situation happened, Travis Scott picked Young Thug's side. Travis Scott wasn't answering his phone calls. Like a lot of this happens to a lot of rappers. Like with the whole
word of mouth.
With the word of mouth, and the whole like with PNB Rock, like PNB Rock said, like all the rap people turned their back on him. Shaq Lizzy said all the people turned their back on him. I mean, it's happening to a lot of rappers. Only one I see that's
sleepwalking.
True. Only one I see that's really like. They're like, if it's two rappers that's beefing and like everybody picks a side and everybody picks that one person's side and the other rappers still that's still actually maintaining is actually NBA YoungBoy. You don't because everybody picks Dirk's side, and he don't still making music still.
He's
even
in
though
jail.
Still, but I mean, if he drop music, it's gonna go. He's in jail now, so you know it's gonna go even bigger. And then when he gets out, he gonna drop music, it's gonna get big. And he was on house arrest. And the fact that he was on house arrest this whole time and not doing no shows in the house arrest, he still got all this stuff is pretty like wow. Because
I mean, he was on house arrest, so all he could do was record, and then but he's done so many violations under house arrest. Like I don't know, I don't know if he'll be out in the next 10 to 15 years.
Hey,
He might get out and be like 35 or something, or
Hey,
40.
It's still, hey man, 2 Chainz.
I mean, yeah, 2 Chainz didn't start popping off until his early 30s, like 33.
But I mean, so back to the Rich Homie Quan situation. But I mean, like another Atlanta legend gone too soon. You see, like the Migos, like Quavo dropping photos saying like he missed him. Jaquez dropping photos saying he saying R.I.P. and all that stuff. And then
It's just crazy that it seems like, you don't want to like be like, oh, like sometimes stereotypes are right, but it's just crazy to see how many rappers that we grew up listening to in high school and college and right after till now, where there's a lot of people say, oh, those rappers, all they do is they end up in jail or dead, and like 90% of them are either in jail or dead.
I mean, that's what happens. I mean, because it's the lifestyle. You every day, you waking up, you partying, you popping pills, you trying to stay up. You want to stay up longer than the next person.
If the drugs don't get you, the ops get you.
Pretty much. And I mean, he was going. I mean, he had beef, but not really like that.
And it's crazy how many rappers like how many rappers were like on the verge of having great careers, and then they get locked up for a 20-30 year bid, and then you just see a jail photo of them like every 2 years. There's like an updated jail photo,
like that, like Hot Boy. Remember Hot Boy in Florida? He made that song with Future.
Yeah, and remember Tay-K? He did the race, and he only made one mixtape ever, and all those songs it was only like 7 or 8 songs, because that's all he had made, and like every one of those songs went like platinum.
He didn't perform anything,
and like he's doing like 35 years.
Yeah,
I mean, he was young. I think he was like 17 when he got locked up, or 18, but still, he's gonna be coming out with a cane trying to rap.
True, but I mean, it's just sad. And then like
I still listen to Tay-K to this day.
But I tell people all the time, like, man, I'd rather you smoke than you over here popping these pills, because I mean, you get it from a doctor, that's one thing, but these people getting it from the street, and people pressing pills, making pills, the fentanyl's going crazy.
I mean, you really can't trust it. Back in the day, people ran the risk whatever they were doing, as long as they didn't overdose, they were straight. But nowadays, there's so much fake stuff in the game that you could, do something that's supposedly a normal amount, or that shouldn't harm you like that, and it's killing people because it's fake.
Yeah, because I don't see like Rich Homie Quan as one of those rappers that that's like from Chicago, the young kids rapping from Chicago that pop like THF Twin in them. They pop like 2 or 3 of them, and they just be walking around like I'm straight zombied out. And you be like,
see, and that's when you get caught lacking by the ops, man. You off the perks in the streets, and it starts busting. You're like, oh, what's going on? Bang, bang, bang. You get hit. You get easy target.
That's how
I don't understand. How you gonna do drugs that get you all messed up, and then we're gonna be feet on pavement? If I'm gonna do drugs that are gonna get me that messed up, I'm gonna be feet on couch.
Facts.
It's like rookie mistakes. Like, I literally don't understand it. Or where they get so drunk that they're sloppy drunk, and then they're out like wandering around, and I need to pee somewhere, wandering the streets with no blick on them, and then they get.
I remember back when I popped a narco one time.
Allegedly.
Man, oh man, I fell asleep. I remember I did I did a half of one, and then I fell asleep, and I was like, maybe I was tired. No, I did a whole one, then I fell asleep. Then I was like, maybe I was tired. Then I did a half of one, and I still fell asleep. I was like, this is the dumbest thing in the world. Like, who pops something to go to sleep?
Clearly, the DARE program did not get to Florida.
Nah, I didn't. No, I graduated with the DARE program, but I mean, you try it out. People doing it. I mean, other people like go crazy with it. I heard about Molly. I remember when I was gonna do it until I heard Waka Flocka talk about it, and he was like, "Yeah, I know that's meth. Yeah, that's crackheads." And I was like, "Oh, can't do that."
Yeah, the Molly has basically meth in it.
And then they mixing that. It's just like these.
And then you gotta understand, and that's what I don't understand, man. It's like one thing if you're partying when you're in college or younger, and that stuff's going on. Nowadays, you still can't trust it because, like we said, a lot of it's fake. But it's weird where you hear these rappers in their 30s and 40s doing, ODing, and it's like, man, what were you? You didn't get that out of your system. Like, I don't understand why you can't have a drink and a smoke and be perfectly straight. Like, why you gotta overdo it?
True, but then you have the withdrawals.
Yeah, and that same thing like codeine too. Like codeine, like it's so expensive now. It's not even worth it. That cup ain't even worth it.
True. Oh yeah, then I remember with the codeine situation. I remember I read the Gucci Man book, and he talked about how he was on codeine heavy, and then when he got arrested for throwing that girl out the moving vehicle, he's like when he was in jail, the withdrawals was crazy. His stomach was hurting and everything. Like you start
That's bad.
shaking.
You have kidney failure. You get the shakes. You go through like real level withdrawals, and then sometimes that even causes seizures, depending on how addicted you were. And if you're not, get medical attention when you have a seizure, you can lose your life. Unfortunately, that's what happened to Fredo Santana. I think he was like 3-4 months clean, because the doctor said like, dude, you're like tearing up your body, but it was still it was too late. The damage was done, and he
Yeah.
he had a seizure and passed away. His actually same thing. Like I guess the girl was took the kid to an appointment or somewhere and came back and found Fredo Santana. He had the seizure and passed away.
Yeah.
Because they check your system like, oh, did he overdose? Like, no, there was nothing in the system, but he just had one of his withdrawals, and even withdrawals with no attention, you can get messed up and pass away.
That's crazy. And then like it's not like you can it's not like you can say, oh, just go to rehab, because when you go to rehab, they just give you more.
Well, yeah, you go to. I mean, people go to rehab and then they put them on basically like the fake drugs to wean you off.
The placebo ones.
Oh, they're not placebo. They're actually like baby versions of the real deal.
Mm-hmm.
But then people get addicted to that. And then also, so they're getting basically like free drugs that, if they double or triple them up, it just almost feels like the real deal. But then also they're meeting all kinds of people in there that have all the connects.
True.
So it's never good, man. You see people like even Bam Margera. He's been in and out of rehab. I mean, he had one of his friends pass away, and it kind of wrecked his life, where he was been in and out of rehab for, the past decade. Consistently, and he gets good for a while, but then he gets depressed again and goes right back into it. So, man, these celebrities, these rappers, these people going through it. People are just like dropping like flies.
Yeah, you got Rich Homie Quan with the pills. You got B King with the health issues. You got Takeoff that passed away with the gun violence.
Duel.
YBC Duels. Pop Smoke. Pop got smoked.
Like, this man, no respect. But yeah, what do we say? YBC Duel.
Pop Smoke, YBC Duel. It's a lot. It's a lot.
Oh, even in this crazy.
Mo
3, and what's his face that was in California at the was it at the chicken spot?
PNB Rock.
PNB Rock. It's just, man, it's crazy.
XXX.
Yeah, it's crazy. XXX went and saw Fredo, like, cause he was in the hospital like 2 months before he passed.
Mm-hmm.
Because, he had a seizure, and they got him to the hospital, and he was fine because he was around somebody. And X went and saw him in the hospital, and then it was like Fredo passed, and then not long after X passed. It's just crazy if you're a celebrity how much you got to watch your back. And I don't understand. It's like other celebrities are famous, but it seems like a lot of the celebrities that we cover, they just get targeted, man.
Yeah, but I need y'all to comment down below. Comment down your best Rich Homie Quan song. Make sure y'all type R.I.P. Rich Homie Quan. Do something, man. Show y'all support. His streams is blowing up. I mean, I'm looking at Spotify. He getting like 3 to 5 million monthly listeners right now. So I mean, like my co-host just said, he just dropped the album like a year ago, 2 years ago at the most.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can definitely check that out. But once again, R.I.P. Rich Homie Quan, man.
Gone too soon.
Exactly. But speaking of
someone, seems like man on fire, says Kendrick Lamar will perform at the Super Bowl halftime. He did an ad basically announcing that he will be at the Super Bowl. This Super Bowl is in New Orleans, and a lot of people are really upset that Lil Wayne, who is the king of New Orleans, would not be the Super Bowl headliner, especially with the next two shows after the New Orleans both being in California, figuring that would be a much better, show for Kendrick to do. And then a lot of people are saying that, man, Kendrick is literally milking us, not like us, to the bone. Mm-hmm. He is trying to get every cent out of that song and won't let it die. I mean, we even saw them play Not Like Us at the Olympics, which was this past summer. Summer's basically ending now, where the United States basketball team won a game and they were playing Not Like Us, and even Steph Curry goes, "Man, y'all ain't tired of this song? This song's so annoying."
I mean, exactly.
And so it's just crazy to be like another year later, and he's like still gonna be doing not. He's gonna be doing Not Like Us like for 8 years, like he did Good Kid, Mad
I don't
City.
even know if he's gonna perform Not Like Us at the Super Bowl. He may not, but I mean,
Will he be allowed to?
He possibly, but I mean, it's crazy. Rock Nation did something. I mean, I don't know what's going on. I don't know how he ended up getting this.
He's out for blood.
I thought Kendrick Lamar was I thought he was basically an independent artist. Now he's not on any label, but somehow he teamed up with Rock Nation, and NFL to make this happen.
That's just Jay-Z hating on Drake too.
Exactly, but I mean, hey man, not everybody agreeing with this. A lot of people saying, man, it's in New Orleans. It should be Lil Wayne, but we got basically the audio clip here of basically the Kendrick Lamar Super Bowl halftime announcement, and also I need y'all to pay attention to what he said. Ain't no round two. Then we got Drake, telling you what he finna be doing in the next couple of years. You tell me which one bigger. Pause.
Pause.
There you go. Give me one more. Ah. Come on. 2 more. Just like that. You ready? Exactly. What the deal, everybody? My name Kendrick Lamar, and I'll be performing at Super Bowl 59. Will you be pulling up? I hope so. You know it's only one opportunity to win a championship. No round twos. Let's get it. Boom! I won't want you to miss it. Meet me in New Orleans, February 9th, 2025. Wear your best dress, too, even if you're watching from home. Let's go. Yay! That's what I'm talking about, man. Now we can get to it for real. Come on, you gotta make sure you catch him with the hands open like that.
Let's get it.
We running real routes. You gonna be messing up.
You see, there's passion in many things, but the passion in the World Cup, I think, is unmatched.
Yeah, millions of fans coming from all over the world, and I'm sure they will be welcomed like nowhere else.
I mean,
especially in Canada.
Not to make this a Canadian promo, please feel free to visit Canada. We are the nicest people you will ever meet in your life. But yeah, of course, welcome with open arms, and just to have all these people who are there with passion, with competitive spirit, but for a great game, for a great cause. I think that it's just going to fill the streets with so much energy. We'll be ready for you in Canada. We are 26.
Oh, man, it's so dope to see Drake not only turn out and, show love. Always speaking positive about his city. For you, Gianni, meeting Drake, I know you probably was like, okay, this is a big deal. I'm with Drake. But then you get to meet me, which is a lot bigger. I think that it just shows the progression, right, of the day. But how was Drake?
Drake was incredible. I mean, a real soccer fan as well, like you, from Toronto. Toronto. Yeah. And I think now we can actually reveal or disclose that we are very close to an agreement where I will feature in this new album an Italian rap.
Nice.
If you want, you can join us as well.
Absolutely.
And then we do something spectacular for...
rap and singing was my first love.
Chocolate Drop.
Comedy.
Chocolate Drop. So, I mean, so back to what I was saying, man. Rock Nation, Apple Music, and NFL confirmed that Kendrick Lamar will be performing at the 2025 halftime show in New Orleans. It also states here that the NFL head of music said this about Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar is an artist that has impacted music and culture. Nobody's done it as profound as K. Dot. So he gave him his flowers. So that's why the 17 award-winning Grammy artist is going to be on the show. But if you don't remember, back in 2022, he was already on stage with Snoop Dogg, Eminem, Mary J. Blige, 50 Cent. So, and on top of that, I heard that they're going to have the next 2 Super Bowls in California.
Yep, I said that.
And I seen it too.
Everyone's favorite part though was 50 Cent hanging upside down.
he was saying he's looking fat, but yeah, I mean like
he looks good. He got on Ozempic.
He had they got 2 Super Bowls coming in California, and everybody's like, well, why couldn't he headline the ones there? Why can't K-Dot headline the ones in California? But then you have other people saying like, even
Snoop Dogg gonna do it.
Horrible. And then you got other people saying like, no, Lil Wayne and Kendrick Lamar got a song together called Mona Lisa that was on the Carter 5. So, he might perform that. And then then he may perform and then he get his own little set the same way like, when 50 Cent was performing and Snoop Dogg was performing and Mary J. Blige was performing. So everybody had their own little thing. So, I mean, how do you feel about Kendrick over Wayne? Is this gonna spark up? Is this gonna help out Drake with the round 2?
I think it's ultimate disrespect. I've seen multiple artists, even Master P was saying right. Mm-hmm. Master P was saying that this is ultimate disrespect. That Lil Wayne is the king. He needs to be front stage and center, and not no side act or partial act or Lil Baby feature. He needs to be the main act, and I totally agree. The next 2 being in California, Kendrick could do those. He'll still probably be doing Not Like Us 2 years later, so he will be perfectly fine. Plus, he did a Super Bowl performance not that long ago, so it's a little redundant. So I don't know. I feel like this is just Kendrick milking it. People being jealous of Drake, but Drake responds by getting the FIFA World Cup, where he's going to be the headliner there in 2026, which will be epic. I think that gets 300 million viewers.
Billion.
300 billion?
It gets 3 billion views.
Oh, 3 billion. I was about to say.
Yeah, it gets 3 billion views. The person that was up there, the president was a FIFA was basically got Drake doing the 2026 FIFA World Cup. He will be
going to be in Canada, right?
It's going to be in 5 different parts of Canada, in Toronto too. And also they said Drake will be doing one of the matches on the tourney. He's going to be doing the one on July 12th, 2026. So I mean, we gonna see how that goes. I mean, a lot of people in the United States don't really care about soccer, so y'all don't really care.
Yeah, I mean, we know soccer's technically the biggest sport in the world. It's probably the 5th biggest sport in America. Mm-hmm. And everyone tries to emulate us, whether they say it or not. But I never really liked the Super Bowl performance. Usually, I always kind of looked at the Super Bowl the halftime shows.
You like the Janet Jackson and Justin JT?
Listen, everyone liked that one, except Janet herself. sorry, Janet. But I feel like that the Super Bowl has a history of all the artists that on it are has-beens. It's usually people that basically have the Las Vegas shows.
Usher one. That's what they Las Vegas.
You would expect a Usher or a Nelly or Shakira
what about Rihanna?
Or a J-Lo or a Snoop Dogg or a Rihanna who hasn't made music in 8 years. I love Rihanna. I'm not dissing her, but she hasn't made no new music. That's just a fact. You figure artists like that or like the old rock bands, like
Remember they had U2?
Aerosmith or U2. That's what I'm saying. Or like Michael Jackson or Prince. They had everyone 15 years after their prime. So I almost looked at it as a diss if you were doing the Super Bowl. We'll get some has-been that used to have number ones.
You don't get paid. Beyonce was on there. She had number ones. She wasn't a has-been. You got it. That's the one.
I mean, she's definitely not in her prime though.
What? She just dropped the whole little country thing.
I bet if you look at her stats, her biggest numbers were probably closer to 8 or 10 years ago rather than 4 or 5.
I mean, Lemonade, Surfboard, that was pretty big. The Lemonade, they finna kill you. They finna Beehive is finna kill you on this.
How long ago was that?
The Surfboard, I was doing construction, so that had to be 18, 17.
Let me see.
Then you have the Meet the Carters album that her and Jay-Z did.
I'm not trying to diss her. I'm just saying for the pattern that I was seeing was most of the artists that were past their prime. That's all I was trying to say.
But I mean, Beyonce. I remember Beyonce killed it. Usher did real good. I mean, there's a lot of good performances. Rihanna did an amazing job during the performance. I know I've seen a lot of videos of Kendrick Lamar doing performances, and our homeboy 60-pound baby Jesus says that Kendrick Lamar concert shows do be lit. He always say he always enjoys it.
Who, Kendrick shows?
Yeah.
I used to go to Kendrick shows when he did Good Kid, Mad City for 7 years.
How was the performance?
Yeah, I mean, rap performances are never that great because it's just a rapper on stage like jumping around.
What about the Lil Uzi performances?
I ain't seen Lil Uzi live. I can't say.
I mean, you got she got Renaissance 2022. Then 2019, to get the Lion King. She had the Homecoming album. Lemonade 2016.
Look, Dangerously in Love was 03, 6 million units.
What was Lemonade?
I Am Sasha Fierce. That was 2008, 6 million. B-Day. Oh, these are her songs.
Those are songs.
Yeah.
Sasha Fierce was an album.
2006. But that's what I'm saying. Look,
B-Day's an album.
It's all old stuff. Beyonce, 5 million certified. What is that? Oh, Irreplaceable. What was that? Drunk in Love, 4 million units. Was that 2011?
Well, yeah. Let me see. 2.5 million copies.
Lemonade was 2016. That's almost 10 years ago.
That's 10 years ago.
And that's 3 million. That's half of what she used to do.
But when did she do a Super Bowl performance? Beyonce did a Super Bowl performance. Who performed 2006? Let's see.
16. And her prime was 06.
16 was the Lemonade.
Yeah, her prime was 06. That was 10 years after her prime. So she did hers like 5 years early.
Sure, I'll give you that.
Because as I said, it's usually like, I would say like 10 to 15 years past your prime, maybe 20.
I mean, why'd you do it in your prime? It's free. You don't get paid for it.
Homecoming, the live album in 2019 only did 500K.
It's a live album. I think that was basically her concert. She put it on the album.
Yeah. No, but I mean that's still huge to do. Like, you know, a lot of artists struggle to do like nobody's really doing 200K first week, but like the big AAA artists like a Drake or somebody like that. You know,
so you're saying they need to have Kanye West as
so for her to still do 3 million, she's still killing the game. She's still a monster, but her prime definitely was back in the early 2000s when she was selling 6-8 million units on her albums. You know, now she, you know, her latest album, she's like, I guess usually going around 3 million.
True. Somebody comment down.
Like Kendrick, I bet you could look at that too. I bet you Good Kid, Mad City completely outsold any of his other albums.
Of course.
And The Pimp a Butterfly was his worst album by far.
I mean, of course, that's his classic album. Of course, it's gonna sell that much. But I mean,
his only good album, to be honest.
But I mean, somebody got to fact check that. Check down below any artist that did the Super Bowl in their prime. I mean, I get maybe Michael Jackson. I don't know. I mean, it's a lot of people. Lady Gaga did it, so I don't know if Lady Gaga was in her prime when she did it. She
might have been like Beyonce, where it was maybe like 8 or 10 years past her prime. Like she did it a little early, rather than someone that was like 15 or 20 years away from their prime.
True. But
you know what's funny is celebrities, like growing up, if you were a celebrity and you did like a commercial that was on TV because everyone just had cable, that was like looked down upon. Like people, like celebrities didn't do commercials. Like you look like oh, then you're not like what, you don't make enough money being a real actor. You have to do commercials and steal from like the lower level actors. It was looked down upon so much that celebrities only used to do international ads. And they would be in like, you know, in Japan or Korea or, you know, overseas. And you would see like, there used to be TV shows on MTV where they would show like Arnold Schwarzenegger, like selling all this like Japanese candy. But like they never did ads in the United States, but now like people do ads for everything. And you're like, I know that voice. Oh, that's that one actor from that one show.
Exactly. I mean, they got to get that money. They try to get the money by any means. You see Pusha T out there doing McDonald's commercials and different food commercials.
And what's funny to me is like podcasting was mainly like made big by like regular people that started doing it, or like C-list celebrities. And then once all the A-list celebrities saw that there was money in podcasting, they're like, look, regular people and C-list celebrities can make money off of podcasting. They can start getting a following. What if I start a podcast? I'll really have a following. And now you got all these like NBA players that are currently active having podcasts.
And they don't last long. I always say that. I always say those people, they ain't gonna last longer. Then like you see like celebrities get into it. Like Ti had the podcast called, I forgot, it was like some word, and then like he did his podcast for so long, and he stopped doing it because he said I'm not making enough money in that, so forget it.
Well, it's a grind, man. Like, what do you think?
True. I mean, a lot of people don't want to do it unless you're like Joe Budden.
When you first start out, you literally got to do it for the love of the game. You don't start making money immediately. It takes you a minute to get to a level where you've got enough like watch hours, got enough subscribers, and then you get monetized, and then you can get paid off your views, paid off ads, paid off super thanks or super chats. Like, you got to work to get that.
He was called T.I. had the podcast called Expeditiously. He had a couple episodes. Then like Jesus, it's like a lot of people do podcasts. They started up and then they just drop it. But back to this beef.
I mean, think about it. Joe Rogan was a C-list celebrity. He
True.
was the Fear Factor host, and then he started being a side host on UFC, and then he got a podcast that took over. And then they're like, oh shit, he does comedy too.
True. But the fact that you know what's funny? I'm finding it surprising how these rappers are doing beefs. They doing like the beefs is going more than rap. Like they not just doing it in the bars. They doing it in Super Bowl commercials. Or they doing it in NBA play. Or they playing it in NBA playoffs. I remember when Not Like Us came out. I think it was down.
Yeah, but ain't nothing realer than the Chicago and the Philly beefs. They doing more than just falsely accusing the people of being pedophiles. They pulling up and they hopping out and they're doing standovers.
I mean, Drake House did get shot up.
And yeah, they said, was that from Kendrick's people?
See, it gets serious.
Well, Rick Ross got beat up by supposedly OVO people.
So you got.
I don't know. Do you think that this will ever get to that level where someone may get like may get touched or get like an attempt on their life?
All I'm saying is Kendrick Lamar better have extra security when he go to New Orleans because they gonna be on him.
Oh my God!
But speaking of not remember,
they're gonna send the FBI after.
Exactly. But speaking of sending the FBI, somebody need to send the FBI over to this next person right here because they lost their minds. Looks like Megan Thee Stallion says she doesn't know why Nicki Minaj dislikes her. I don't even know what can be reconciled because I to this day don't know what the problem is. So it looks like here
Billboard had a question. So it says, I think you started this competitive rap energy we've seen in 2024 when you released Hiss. Do you feel you're the reason MCs are rapping completely again or competitively again? Excuse me. Megan, I would like to think that I start things. I don't know. I just knew what I had to do and what I had to say. If it opened the door for everyone else to get S off their chest, well, I'm glad. And then Billboard asked another question. You took shots at Nicki Minaj. Is there a chance for reconciliation or even another collaboration one day? Megan, I still to this day don't know what the problem is. I don't even know what could even be reconciled because I to this day don't know what the problem is. This girl big tripping.
Man, Megan out here lying. How you don't know what the issue is? You told the lady to get an abortion and you said get an abortion, you can have a baby later. Go ahead and take this shot.
That's disrespectful.
And then that's what ever since then she just looked at you sideways because I remember Nicki Minaj and Megan Thee Stallion had a song together. They had a Hot Girl Summer with high dollar signs in it. It was supposed to do numbers and everything. And then Megan Thee Stallion also had to deal with I think Popeyes. She had the hottie sauce.
Oh yeah, you used to eat up the hottie sauce.
It was good, but I mean, she did all that. Then I guess like then they had that situation. Then they fell out. Then next thing you know, Megan Thee Stallion doing songs with Cardi B, WAP. So I mean, so what you mean you don't know what the issue is?
It's almost Swaptober.
Exactly. You know, Nicki Minaj is having a problem with Cardi B, but you gonna do a song with Cardi B after all that? Like the math ain't mathing, and then
she switched sides after the beef started.
Exactly. So after the beef, I mean, she switched sides, and then after that, next thing you know, Nicki Minaj dropped a song called what? What was the name of the song?
What, Bigfoot?
No, it was before Bigfoot.
Littlefoot?
No, it was called FTCU. Nicki Minaj dropped a song called FTCU, and that's what she said. Stay in your Tory Lanez, B, I ain't Iggy.
Oh, disrespect.
And then I guess once she heard that, then that's when Megan Thee Stallion came out with the song "Hiss" on the new album in January. And then that's
What's
when
she saying? Hiss?
the "Hiss." That's the song said the Megan's Law.
Oh yeah.
Like
yeah,
these
yeah,
girls
yeah,
ain't mad at Megan, they mad at Megan's Law, which was referring to allegedly Nicki Minaj's husband.
Registered P-file.
Yeah. Then like a couple days later, Nicki Minaj dropped that Bigfoot song.
Saying lying on your dead mama, on your dead mama, lying on your dead mama.
That was just.
Isn't that what she said?
That's basically what she said. I mean, we summed it up. I mean, that's basically overall. So I don't know why Megan Thee Stallion's like, oh, I don't know what the reason is, but
That's crazy because it's like you got to at least say now. Well, I didn't know what the reason was at first, but then she said I was lying on my dead mama. So now it's real smoke. And when I catch her, she best not be lacking.
no, I'm true. But I mean, she didn't say that. She what she also said in basically in the billboards was like, oh yeah, I mean, I'm guessing that since people were coming at me making diss songs, that I must be doing something right because they reaching up at me, they trying to reach up at me to make songs about me. So she's taking this as a win. Like she's like a good rapper.
The Kardashian effect. Any publicity is good publicity.
Pretty much. You see her new publicity with the basketball player still. Now she spotted that she did the TikTok video. Now
she's hanging out with that
Tori and Craig.
Tori Craig.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like a South Park character. Come on, Craig.
So I mean, she got that, but I mean, Megan Thee Stallion out here winning. I don't understand. She just did the NFL first week commercial. She was with the Gladiator. Did you see that? The Gladiator commercial they had her in. Gladiators. The NFL first week they did.
Megan Thee Stallion.
Yeah, Megan Thee Stallion was in the commercial with the Gladiators. You didn't see that?
I might have missed it.
What? Yeah, she's going big, and then on top of that, there's a music awards coming up. That she's gonna be in. I think she's gonna be hosting it. So I mean, they still giving Megan Thee Stallion the sympathy treatment. Let me see.
Not my co-host.
Nah,
he praises her in her videos though. He always gives her a pass because she's been working out. And all her what's the song she did with Yuka Chiba?
Oh, I'm a star thing.
I'm a star.
She just did this commercial.
Tashi wa star.
Horrible.
What?
Yeah, but she just did the commercial with the football first week, and then on top of that, she just shot the song with RM with Rap Master.
Yeah,
they just dropped that
RM from BTS.
I think it's called Never Play. So you know,
we got to react to that. We're gonna do that tomorrow.
I guess that's what she's doing,
no,
right?
We're not doing that tomorrow. We're doing that on Tuesday.
Exactly.
So you won't see it till Wednesday.
Exactly. So I guess that's what she's doing right now. I mean, she's lying, saying like she don't know what Nicki Minaj issue is, and then she's.
What are you gonna do on Wednesday, Coast? Are you gonna praise Meg Thee Stallion because she's gonna be fine, or are you gonna chastise her because she got your boy Tory Lanez, who you dearly love, locked up?
It depends how much coke she got on in the music video.
I know he's betrayal. His name is Mr. Betrayal, Mr. Flip Flop.
Nah, man, nah. But how you feel about it?
The shawty too fine. He's gonna cross the line.
Do you feel like this beef is ever gonna stop with her and Nicki Minaj?
No, because like Nicki Minaj is like the old lady. She's like, you know, they know, you know what they're calling her in the streets?
What?
Hulk Hogan. They say, "Calm down, Hulk. It's not WrestleMania." They say, "Okay, brother, you need to go hang out with your P-file husband."
Disrespectful, but I mean, you know, Megan is teaming up with Lotto. She is around Lotto and them.
I team up with Lotto.
I mean, Nicki Minaj she really don't got that much people on her side. I don't really know.
I mean, I remember her back in the days when she was in the background of the Waka Flocka and Gucci videos.
Mm-hmm.
And now she's here. Now she's got the whole barbs.
She got the.
Who would have thunk it?
Biggest female rapper in the game, but y'all comment down below how y'all feel about this.
Yeah, she is the biggest female rapper in the game because she blackballed every single female rapper that came up after her for like the next 12 years.
You trying to get blocked?
Who was the first person that made it out after Nicki? That was actually was it Cardi B, right?
Yeah.
Cardi B was paved the way for all the shout out to Cardi B for paving the way for Glorilla and Sexy Red and even Lotto. Lotto wasn't doing anything until after Cardi B popped off.
I mean, she was doing the show.
She paved the way.
Lotto was doing a TV show with Jermaine Dupri that rapped the
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. She didn't even do anything when she was like on TV.
Remy Ma.
She still didn't pop off.
Yeah, Remy Ma
Ma was like mild.
She went to jail.
She didn't. Yeah, she went to jail. But even then, she wasn't like popping.
What? She had the conceited song. She had the link. She had the whole Terror Squad situation.
Yeah, I mean, she had famous friends, and she would get features on songs that maybe did crazy numbers, but it was by no shape or reason that like she was on it. That's like saying like, oh, the Outlaws are outsold some of your favorite artists. It's like, no, it's because they were on a song with Tupac. Tupac is the one selling 30 million on an album. It's not the Outlaws.
Outlaws selling 15.
No one even knows the Outlaws, all the names and how many members.
I thought it was only 2.
There's way more. See, the streets is wrong. There's like 7 members of the Outlaws.
I didn't know that.
And on the song, sometimes it would only be one of them. Sometimes it would be 2. Sometimes it would be 3 or 5 of them. But they were never like usually like besides like 1 or 2 songs every once in a while where they were like all like 7 members and Tupac on the song.
Learn something new every day. I mean, I don't really see. You're right because nobody really cared about the Outlaws. It was about Tupac.
I cared about the Outlaws.
You probably know all their names.
I used to. I'm old now, so my brain doesn't work the same.
All right, well, speaking of working the same, looks like here we working on to this next topic because I know it's
Yaki Gaddafi is the best member of the Outlaws. I had his single songs. He did put out music by himself.
He's still alive right now?
No. He didn't make it. War is cruel. It wasn't even in a war. It wasn't even someone that he got beef with. He got robbed, and they killed him when they robbed him.
That's sad.
He got what's it called? P&B rocked.
For his jewelry?
He got caught in the stairwell, and they killed him and took his jewelry.
That's sad, man.
So like it wasn't no op. Like he was in his city, and he got killed in the stairwell for his jersey. Because, Jersey's grimy. I don't know I'm pretty sure he was in Jersey. I don't think he was in New York. But, yeah. He got robbed for his jewelry and they killed him.
Man, R.I.P., man. And I hope Nicki Minaj, Megan Thee Stallion, get back on good terms, start making songs together. We need more girl unity. We need more girl music so, they can drown out Chief Keef.
We could always, stop the violence. They don't need to box. They don't need to shoot each other. We just had twerk off. And settle it like gentlewomen.
Hey,
just shake your way to the win.
Speaking of shaking your way to a win, did this next person win on this next topic?
You tell us. My co-host loves this topic. So we have Ice Spice, who's going through her own troubles of line. She was, hanging out. They did her prayer. She started twitching because, she sold her soul to the devil allegedly. And the demons tried to get her.
The devil don't want Ice Spice.
Apparently, she was even being the devil to people that she invited on tour. She invited like local level New York artist Cleopatra that was popping. And my co-host watched Cleopatra's live maybe 40 times. I think Cleopatra has a new #1 fan.
What?
And it is my co-host. He might have started a fan club.
But
she's beefing with Ice Spice because they were buying the whole crew an Ice Spice lunch, and they're like, "You're not in the budget. You got to figure it out." And then like one day they were on tour and everyone left, and they're like, "Oh, we'll be back. Y'all, you just stay here." And then they came back and they're like, "Whoa, where'd y'all go?" And they're like, "Oh, to the steakhouse." Why can't I go to the steakhouse? You didn't even invite me to go. Like I could even offer to pay for myself, but you just say I'm not in the budget. I'm not in the budget to even ride with y'all. This is ridiculous out here.
Man, we got a video right here basically explaining everything. We got Ice Spice explaining her part at the end. Then it's real long. We're gonna tell you more at the end of the video, but man, stay tuned. This is crazy. Ice Spice may be the devil.
That genuinely liked her. I was like, this girl is so cute. I seen her video on my Explore. She didn't even drop her viral song yet, and I was so supportive of her. Now, anyways, I'm just gonna tell the story because you guys deserve to know. You guys deserve to know why we are not friends anymore, because a lot of y'all loved us being together. You guys do deserve to know why we're not friends. Y'all do deserve to know who y'all are so obsessed with.
I need to know why you're so obsessed.
But she told me, don't leave your bags at the venue. You might need some. You don't leave your bags at the hotel. You might need something in it. And now we're at the venue, and I do need something in the suitcase. Like, I had a wardrobe malfunction, like she said I probably would have. That's that. She cursed me. I put my bag next to her 10 bags and the big black dresser. And yeah, I'm thinking everything is gonna be moved, but like back in. So the hairstylist shows me like a menu and stuff. She's like, "Oh, production and whatever. They're gonna order food for everybody. Pick what you want." I was like, "Okay, I'll get a chicken salad just like you. Like, I'll just get a chicken salad." Then she shows me like a message where somebody from production is like, "Cleo is not a part of the budget." So I'm just like, how am I not a part of the budget, but y'all invited me on tour? Like, who and why didn't they tell you that make sure Cleo's good? Make sure Cleo's good. Cleo is a part of the budget. Make sure Cleo's good. The same way you told me that I was going to be good, why is your production saying that I'm not a part of the budget for a chicken salad? Chicken salad? I'm not a part of the budget for a chicken salad?
Y'all, you sound
chicken
dumb
salad.
as hell. If anything, we both need saving. Like, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? Like, we was at the movie theaters. We was siphoning. You not gonna tell the people how we was at an Italian restaurant and you ate so much food, you vacuum, that the server was like, where did the food go?
Where did the
like,
food go?
Like, stop it right now. You talking about some, she ain't let me to the back of her room on her tour bus. She had this big room. Can I play with my one time? In my bed one time? Like, damn, you want to sleep in my bed every day? That's crazy to me. Anyways, yeah, I'm about to actually go to sleep for real this time. Bitch, you not gonna tell the people how we was at an Italian restaurant and you ate so much fucking food, you fucking vacuum, that the server was like, where did the food go? Like...
What was that TikTok?
Juju Smith.
Oh.
She did it. I told you.
Oh my God.
But nah,
like,
man.
Where did the food go?
You can't get no chicken salad. I can't get no chicken salad. So I mean, of course.
Sounds like my co-host.
Of course,
you're not part of the budget.
Like Ice Spice acting all crazy. Like, why this girl eating? Like, you wasn't feeding her. Like the girl saying she was literally walking and getting bit up by scorpions just to get some McDonald's. And it's just crazy. Like,
they're too far for Uber Eats. Too far like to catch an Uber. They have to walk through the desert.
Exactly. So
get a meal.
So like they said, like she said in the video, Cleotrapa said, Ice Spice said you good. You can come on a tour, girl. I got you. Sleeping situations, food, I got you. But it looks like here Cleotrapa wasn't. She didn't have her. Her name wasn't on the flyer. Cleopatra was the first person, like when like concerts and shows like started.
She was the opener.
She was the opener. You know, nobody goes sees the opener, but you know she was still making the best out of it. Like, you know, sometimes she brought her Asian doll, and when she came to Texas, she was doing a whole bunch of stuff. But I mean, she stuck through it. Like she said, even though it was bad, like she stuck through it. Her manager said stick through it. She said she was gonna stick through it. Her mom said her mom wants her to also stick through it, so she did it. And like the situation was so horrible that once the tour is over with, she unfollowed her on Instagram and everywhere. And then she dropped like this 6-7 part video basically exposing Ice Spice for being a bad friend. And just like the last girl, Baby Stormy, said that Ice Spice is a colorist. Nah, I mean, that's not the first. Like, when she was saying it, like, she was like, when she was saying it, I didn't believe it. Then, like, the stylist came out and said, oh, yeah, Ice Spice be saying, oh, yeah, why she acting black and why she acting dark skinned and all this stuff. And I'm like, damn, kid, it's like that. So
what was she saying? Like, she got dark skin tendencies.
And she was saying that and a whole bunch of other things. And people were saying like Ice Spice doesn't really know who she is. She over here lying, telling people she part Nigerian.
She's a mutant.
Basically, she's telling people that she part Nigerian, and like nobody don't understand it.
No one understands the troubles of multiracial people.
Exactly, and it's just weird how like you just came up with all this music and. You just came out with this stuff, and you got one friend that said she only knew you for 2 years, Cleotrapa. Then you had the other girl, Baby Storm. Baby Storm. I don't know how long she.
Are these the Thought Avengers?
Basically, I mean,
Baby Storm and Cleopatra.
She's the goth. I mean, Baby Storm's like a gothic girl. She's like
Ice Spice.
See, But I mean, this whole situation is going crazy. I mean, she's saying that I couldn't sleep in your room, and Ice Spice got a boyfriend named Riot, and the Riot came on tour.
She don't act like she got a boyfriend. She was just hanging out with Central C, right?
I mean, you know what's funny? They're saying like that's what she does for advertising. Like she acts like she slept with a dude. Like the whole Drake situation, she actually slept with Drake.
They like use each other for clout.
Little TJ,
Let's just take some pictures. Like we hanging out.
Basic, yeah.
Both of our fan bases will go up.
Exactly. People were wondering like, what she gonna need with Cleotrapa? Like, she got more followers than her. What she need? Like, allegedly, like she needs to hang out with a dark skinned girl because she had those two girls. Now allegedly they saying she hanging around with SZA, and they saying like this is just sad. Like, why you need to hang out with a dark skinned girl so bad? And it's just not making any sense. And
maybe she's just trying to yin yang.
That's just SZA with dark, but she don't like him. See, exactly. It's not making any sense, and it's like people saying like
she's just a traitor. She just always betrays.
She's always betraying people. Like Ice Spice got no personality. Like that's why now you see Ice Spice doing like videos with Kai. She's trying to talk more. She's doing like live stream videos.
We were at an Italian restaurant, and the waiter was like, "Where did the food go?"
Like what? Like she ate Ice Spice like she wasn't
even
eating.
Fed her ice.
She couldn't get a chicken salad. Which is disrespectful. Like, I mean, understand. I mean, and when I was looking this up, like, I seen a lot, like, regular people were saying, "Oh, Ice Spice is wrong about this. She shouldn't have did that." Like, if you say you got somebody, you supposed to guide them. Like, you got all this money, but like, when I'm listening to like all the rappers, the people in the music industry, they saying like, this is normal. Like, when you on a tour and you the opening act, like, you thugging it, like. Nobody care about you. Nobody getting your bags. Ain't nobody caring about if you slept. Like you need to be. You will get left if the bus is leaving at 8 and you be like, hold on, the bus is still gonna leave you. So I mean, a lot of people they saying that, and they saying it's just like it's just the grind, it's the hustle. That's why Ice Spice is saying like she ungrateful. Like I gave you a chance. Like it's like she's like I gave you a chance. Like I don't need to give you any money and all that stuff. Like I'm giving you a chance. I'm giving you an opportunity because ain't no way Cleopatra finna actually open up and do tours with as big a person as Ice Spice.
Yeah, I don't know.
She not finna be the next. You think I don't know if Cleo. I mean, she may be.
No,
the
but
next Nicki Minaj.
Usually
I don't know.
if you negotiate someone, I can definitely see that if it's like someone's opening up for you, and it's like you're for just that city. Like say you're in Houston and there's a local Houston artist that you're cool with, and you're like, hey, I want you to open up for me, and they'll be like, all right, cool. You know, and it's like, you know, they come, they don't have their own room or anything. They're just on the side, and they just get their, you know, time on stage early on in the show.
True.
But I think if it's something like, you know, maybe they do that and they're like, oh, you did really good. I want to bring you on tour. If I'm getting brought on tour, I'm expecting, well, one, I of course got to go with y'all. So whether that's a plane or a bus, I need space on a plane or a bus. And then as we go to different cities, I would of course expect my own hotel room. And then, you know, while they're doing that, the whole staff gets fed. So if I'm joining the tour as part of the staff, then I should get fed with the staff.
But how would you make sure that happened? How would you make sure all that stuff happens that you just
I mean,
said?
usually, I don't know how organized they are, but usually it should be like one person that's like doing all the ordering. Like, all right, we're going to stop in this city when we land. We're going to eat here, and then everyone orders, and then it just gets put on the company card.
No, I mean, like, how do you make sure when you go on tour, they follow everything that you agreed upon? You signed a contract.
Yeah, you do a contract.
She didn't do a contract. She went there. That's her friend. She was like, "Oh, my friend said she got me. She said she got a tour bus, so she got me." And then
and if you're like a new popping artist and you're like popping, and you tell someone you got them, it should be like, you know what it means to be like, you're taking me on tour. You literally told me you got me. So if they do that, if they don't, you know, come through, you either, you know, you need to leave.
But she didn't leave. She ended up staying, and then
because she wanted to shine.
Exactly. I mean, so that's what the crazy part. Like, you stayed, and then now you crying. Like, now you getting treated worse and worse and worse.
I can see her not being friends with her, but I think now it's kind of a little clout chasing and kind of, you know, kind of air out all the business. No, I don't know if you checked her on that, and then, you know, and asked her like, what was up with that, and she's like being super shady. I don't know. To me, that's almost like snitching. But
she said, remember I was playing the video over and over again. That's when she did long text messages saying like they were basically talking. She was like, "Oh, Cleotrapa was explaining like, oh, that's messed up. How you did me. I felt neglected. You said you had me on this. You said you had me on that." Or you was trying to embarrass me, and then Ice Spice was like, "Oh, you acting real ungrateful. You have to be out here thugging it." It was times I didn't eat either. It was a lot of times they ate without me. It was like I went 12 hours without eating. I mean, it was a lot. She didn't care. I mean, then like that's when Ice Spice ended up calling her a bum, and then that's when Ice Spice started shading Cleopatra on X, and that's when she was like, "Oh yeah," she was like, "Hey guys, we're still a poll. What do you think I should do? I'm hungry. What should I eat? Should I eat some steak or should I eat a chicken salad?"
Disrespect.
And then the people were like, "Man, that's disrespectful." And then she was like, and then she said another post. She was like, "Hey, if something happened and you didn't get your way, what would you do? Would you boss up and do something, or would you act like a bum bitch?" And then she was talking about Cleopatra because she called her a bum. It was crazy. I mean, the whole thing was just disrespectful. I really think like if Cleopatra see Ice Spice in the streets, they might fight.
She should fight her.
But I mean, hey.
I mean, she's got the size now. I mean, I don't know if she could take old Ice Spice.
I mean,
Ice Spice could just pin her down like a sumo wrestler.
But the new Ice Spice.
But the new Ice Spice looks like a twig, man.
The Ozempic one.
Yeah.
She lying and said, "Oh yeah,
Just
I'm working
like
out. I'm working out." Horrible. But y'all need to comment down below how y'all feel about this whole situation with Ice Spice and Cleotrapa. Do you feel like Ice Spice is a colorist?
Yes.
Or do you feel like she a colorist? Moving on.
My co-host's favorite Disney Child star, Selena Gomez, is officially a billionaire, and it's not because of her Disney stardom. That's actually only like 10% or 15% of her wealth. It's her beauty care supplies, her makeup, rare
it's only
beauty.
5%.
Her Disney Channel stuff.
Her Disney Channel music is only like 5% of her total income, making $1 billion.
That's crazy.
It is, because I mean, I didn't know Selena Gomez was out there balling like that. I remember she did the Wizards of Waverly Place, and then like she did like the song in 2022. It was called Lose You to Love Me. That song was big, but I didn't know she was doing things like that.
She did the ice cream song with Blackpink.
Oh yeah, she did ice cream song with Blackpink. I remember that.
National baby.
But I didn't think that was her song. I thought that was their song. And then I think she did that. We did that Jamaican dude, that Caribbean dude. I think she did a song with him too.
Oh yeah,
she did that. But I mean, I didn't really pay attention to Selena Gomez's music. I remember she had the whole Justin Bieber situation going on, where like they was on and off again.
You were always on the Bieber side.
Let's go Bees! Shout out to Baby Jack Blue. But
Baby Jack Blue, I'm here for you.
Exactly. But I mean, it looks like she been putting in that work. She has a whole Hulu TV show where it's called Only Murders in the Building. Well, me and my co-host watching trailers of it. Was like
there's like 1 million stars in it, but it kind of looks silly. It's like a silly thing where it's like, oh, we got famous people solving murders in this like little like murder book club or something. Oh, they're podcasters. They make their own podcast. That's right. Because they were fans of a podcast, and I think the people they were fans of got murdered. And then they solve the murder. Yeah. So now they go around solving murders like Scooby Doo.
Basically, and they also do podcasts too at the same time. Right now they doing season. They got renewed for season 5. She's making $6 million a season. It ain't like
a season. I think I'm gonna say an episode.
No, a season.
I remember Friends that they were getting paid $1 million an episode.
I mean,
their last few seasons.
I mean, you got that. I mean, but imagine you getting paid that much, then like it gets once you get so many episodes, it gets syndicated. I think 80 to over 100 episodes, you get syndicated. So I mean, that's what she's gonna be going for. She has that. So she did the music. She did the Wizards of Waverly Place. She's making $6 million off of the TV show Hulu, which she also helps produce. So she's making double the money off of that. And then also she has the Rare Beauty, which comes up with like 81% of her income. Which is crazy. Like everybody got a makeup brand. Rihanna got a makeup brand. Kylie Jenner got a makeup brand, and they just
apparently it's the quickest way to make you a billionaire if you're a woman. It
pretty
seems
much.
Like every woman that has their own makeup line that has any type of poppin' or have any type of fandom or following, that they put out a makeup line and they make more money than they've ever have, in their whole careers of doing anything else.
Yeah,
we've seen how that worked out for the Jenners.
Yep, Kylie Jenner.
Kylie Jenner.
Her net worth is like 700 million. Then you got Rihanna. Rihanna's a billionaire.
No, she's a billionaire.
Who? Now, if you look up Kylie Jenner's net worth.
Was it Kendall then?
Kendall?
Which one made the makeup line?
Kylie.
Kylie
She's
a billionaire.
She's 700.
This man's a liar.
700. Look it up. 700 net worth.
Kim's a billionaire.
Kim's a billionaire
because of Ray J.
Exactly, but then but back to Rihanna's a billionaire also because of the Fenty products. So with the whole Selena Gomez doing this makeup line, I mean, I didn't even know about Real
Rihanna
Beauty.
Cost me so much money.
You said what?
Rihanna's cost me so much money in my life. It's ridiculous.
It's like $60 a thing.
Exactly.
And then,
for one thing, and then they need like 10 things.
It'd be like that big, and it comes like a whole key. Like, how long is it gonna last you?
3 months.
I'm like, how? And then like
it's like, are you eating it?
And then like 2 weeks, later, you go to another store, and then they buy something else, like a different product, but it's the same kind. Like, I thought you got that for Rihanna. Like, nah, I want to try this one. Then next thing you know is the whole bathroom's full of makeup products.
You live at Sephora.
Basically, live at smelling Sephora. But I mean, shout out to Selena Gomez making this $1 billion, man. She out here winning.
Hispanic billionaire. I'm down for it.
She's
a Gomez. Gomez is one of the common Hispanic names, like Gomez, Gonzalez, Garcia.
I was wondering, what's his name? George Lopez.
Lopez is common.
Lopez Garcia.
There's more.
And what's yours?
I ain't saying online. They don't need to know my full government.
Exactly. But hey, man, what I do need to do is make sure I hit that like button, that comment button, that subscribe button. But man, it is time to go to couch announcements. It's halftime. Let's go.
Here we go. Welcome to the halftime show of Tales from the Crib. If you see in the mirror, instead of the Tales from the Crib logo, we got Week 1 NFL picks and predictions. TFTC Sports is back with me and my co-host and our other co-host, Real Good _ Doty. He does the sports stuff, especially the football stuff with us. So TFTC Sports Football Edition is back. TFTC Sports NBA Edition is coming. We're going to do that for real this year, not fake it. We're going to really cover the NBA. We're doing a weekly NBA show. Are you ready, co-host?
I'm about it. I'm ready.
Weekly or monthly?
We do weekly.
Bi-weekly.
I'm off for weekly, monthly, bi-weekly. Man, we dropping the hits. Man, we dropping the tapes. Man, we got the sauce what you need, but also you need to check out this right here, man. Crib Reactions. Crib Reactions blowing up, man. It's getting the views. People loving it, man. Last video we did the Dragon Ball Z Dama. We did that new Gene. 3.1K. Another K, 1.9K. That Bruno. Oh, that's nice. Then we got another one. Oh, look at
Surfing.
Exactly. That XG, man, they need to put more respect on that XG43. Something ain't right.
Haters.
Exactly. Exactly.
But get us to 11K subs over there. We also got a Patreon on Crib Reactions that you can subscribe to, where we do all kinds of content not available on YouTube, exclusive content only on Patreon. Patreon/Crib Reactions. Link down in the descriptions on any of our Crib Reactions videos. But yeah, we also got TFTC Gaming. The new 2K came out. Me and my co-host both got the new 2K.
I still ain't played. I'm mad.
I played it barely a little bit.
You played mine before I played mine.
I had to break it in.
All right.
But yeah, we're gonna be playing 2K. I gotta finish Bounty Hunter, Star Wars Bounty Hunter. You're doing more wrestling?
Yeah, I'm doing more wrestling.
You ever gonna do UFC? Or didn't you just delete that?
You just deleted it. They're on like UFC like 5. I think that was like UFC 3 or 4 I have. So I have to get like the new UFC because I want to play.
Oh, isn't that on Next Gen only?
I don't know. I have to check it out. I know the NCAA is Next Gen only. I'm still mad about that.
Watch TFTC clips. Check us out there. We clip out this podcast so if you don't have time to watch the full show, you can always watch TFTC clips where we clip out your favorite topics. And we are clipping out TFTC sports. So if you want to see that, go to the TFTC clips or even the shorts section. My co-host is going to clip out the games, but the major sports sections will be a part of TFTC clips.
Facts.
And we need to talk about this.
But it's time to start the second half of the show. So it looks like here, man, everybody's favorite delinquent, Chrisean Rock gets released from jail. She was released on September 6th. It looks like here she was released from Craig County Jail in Oklahoma. Allegedly, she has court coming up on September the 27th. But I mean, I didn't believe it when this came out. I was like, man, this ain't her. This AI. This some old video. But I'm watching the live, and it's like it's her. She looking dusty.
Why does she look like a cancer patient?
She just came out of jail. They make what? This is what
they made her shave her head.
I mean, hey man, we gotta watch the video, find out.
Or did she convert?
They do convert to Muslim a lot, but we're gonna watch this video, see what she's talking about, and then also we're gonna tell you what's going on with Blueface once this is all done.
Okay, let me just say thank you, Lord. Okay, thank you, Jesus, for this this revamp. I got all my
revamp.
But I'm getting all my stuff out the way so I can like be effective and just in my son's life for real. And then I ain't gonna hold you. I'm working on my purity, y'all. Like, that's, you know how people like, oh, yeah, I'm getting my life together. I gotta get my money. No, it's really like, yeah, I know. And then, like, just really walking that walk, talking that talk. I don't really got nothing bad to say.
Oh, so cute. Then Chrisean kissing her baby when she first get out of jail. She's hugging and kissing her baby. And this is her in all white. I mean, her baby just also had a birthday the past couple of days with the Blueface father. Blueface father's been allegedly taking care of the baby the whole time that Chrisean and Blueface has been in these legal situations. I'm surprised Blueface mom still can't hold the baby. I would think Chrisean would, have a heart. Let Blueface mom finally take care of the baby, but nah, it's only Blueface, and Blueface has been talking to calling his dad. Speaking to his dad, also, Blueface allegedly says that now that Chrisean Rock is out, hopefully she brings the child to see him while he's in jail, serving his 4-year prison sentence, which we're about to talk about in a few minutes. So, I mean, we're going to see how that goes. Chrisean's talking about how she wants to change her life over. She's going to be doing different things, but I don't know. I mean, what we've been seeing her doing, this has been nothing but dramas. How she makes her money. I mean, she's making her own Zeus. You see her sister on Zeus just knocking people out like that Diamond in the Body girl. That was disgusting. That was just so nasty. But you see her sister's just still on baddies doing what she's doing. So, I mean, with me, I feel like, now that Chrisean is out, she should do something with Zeus. Something about her doing.
Sisters on baddies?
Yeah, she's, I forgot her name starts with a T. She be knocking girls out.
But is she a baddie?
She aight. But, her name was like Tenkaichi or something like that.
Tenkaichi.
Yeah, it's some weird name. It's crazy.
That's awesome.
But yeah, with Chrisean, I mean, she's gonna be. I want to see what she's gonna do. Hopefully, she does something with Zeus where she takes care of the baby and you see her being a mom, being rehabilitated. Because people will watch that.
Finish her Blueface collage.
Oh Lord,
she needs another Blueface tattoo. She needs the mugshot or the updated photo shot that he just got.
The one right there in the corner.
Yes.
Oh Lord,
with his hair looking like Tory Lanez's.
Basically, okay. So I mean,
why was there lint all over his hair? Where'd the lint come from?
He been tussling, but not. So back. So I guess some of my co-hosts talking about
pillow tussling.
But none of my co-hosts are talking about. We gonna talk about Blueface, man. Blueface right now is serving time in jail. Right now, he's serving a 4-year prison sentence. He's been doing time already, so he has a lot of time served in the bank. Blueface is allegedly saying that he's said on the radio with Gina Views that he said he should be out by 2025 April. Or by April or beginning in the summertime. I don't think that's gonna happen. I mean, if he has
2030.
Not 2030. He got 4 years. I would say he already did one. I mean, they got a lot of programs in jail that you can do that can cut back time. You don't have to do the full time because it's in the Fed. So I can see him doing a year and a half. So if he does a year and a half, I can see him coming back at the December time.
Not to the United States. He's banned.
Just Tory Lanez. I'm talking about Blueface. Oh, with
Tory Lanez is being locked up till he's 30.
I mean, yeah, Tory Lanez gonna be locked up for a while. When he gets out, he may get deported. Right now, they're saying they're both in the same. They just both in the same prison yard, but they're both on two different sides. I think they said Tory Lanez is on the side where people protective custody, not protective custody. What's it called when you're a celebrity and you go to jail?
Witness protection.
Whatever.
No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, like what, solitaire?
Not solitaire. I forgot what it's called. It's called comment down below what it is when celebrities the rich celebrities go to jail. They go to somewhere else. You go to somewhere else. They don't go to.
I mean, yeah, they go
regular
to they usually go to a part where it's kind of a smaller section where it's like famous people or people of stature.
True.
They kind of keep them together because they know they won't mess with each other.
Do you think Chrisean Rock is going to go back to jail? Or you think she's gonna stay out this time and be a change woman? Do you got faith for Chrisean to be a change woman, change her life around?
100% no. She's going back. It's only a matter of time because Charles Barkley's baby is gonna leapfrog somewhere. Someone's gonna almost step on it or hit it. She's gonna fight them and go right back to jail.
Disrespectful. I mean, I hope not, because I mean this whole Oklahoma situation is crazy. I mean she's been fighting this case since 2022 for the whole possession of a controlled substance with intent. She's been doing this charge a while, and then she still got the whole charge situation with the whole Tamar Braxton friend situation. So I mean, hopefully she gets all this done. I want to see her be around her kid. Her kid just turned 1. At least be there with your kid until you graduate high school. At least do that.
Try that.
Exactly. But I mean, I need you to comment down below.
That ain't gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. There's no chance. That kid would have a better chance if he jumped back in the water and tried to survive. It's like maybe it'll grow from a tadpole.
Oh my God.
It's gonna come back with web feet.
You disrespecting my dog, baby Chrisean Jr. Man, comment down below, man.
It ain't Blueface, baby.
Comment down below how I feel about the situation. But enough about that, man. It's time to talk about what everybody been hearing in these streets, man. It looks like Netflix has finally dropped the trailer for
taking down your man, Mr. McMahon.
Exactly, the Vince McMahon series about his rise and fall. We got basically audio and video right here. We're gonna play it, then we're gonna come back and tell you exactly what you finna hear and see in the video once it drops. It's 6 parts.
People have wondered who I really am. You know, portrayal me, I'm a bad guy. But no one really knows me.
In the world of professional wrestling,
Vince McMahon.
He's easy to hate.
Is that
What
Nicki
you
Minaj?
expect?
I don't fight fair.
That's exactly what you're going to get.
It's not my fault that I happen to be a self-made billionaire.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to All American Wrestling. When I bought my dad's business, my vision was to make this mainstream.
Welcome to WrestleMania.
Vince created this huge empire, billion-dollar entertainment juggernaut.
He did things no one thought were possible.
Everything he did turned to gold.
There were so many scandals going on.
On trial for steroids.
90% of the wrestlers are on steroids.
Another dead wrestler.
This rocked the very foundation of the WWE. I would accept no responsibility whatsoever.
None whatsoever. They live this lifestyle.
Breaking news, Vince McMahon is stepping aside.
The lawsuit accusing him of countless depraved and humiliating acts.
I didn't think the lawsuit could shock me, and I was floored.
When it comes to Vince, a lot of that is a character. He's going to show you what he wants you to see.
The lines of reality are very blurred in our business. The individual loses all sense of who they really are.
My name is not Vince. My name is Mr. McMahon.
Mr. McMahon.
Mr. McMahon.
So like you heard in the trailer, basically what's going on is that in this whole 6-part docu-series on Netflix that will be dropping was it September the 25th in a few weeks, that he will be talking about basically him buying WWE from his dad, his role on TV, the Chris Benoit murder situation, which I showed my co-host when he took out his whole family Tragic situation.
That's crazy. That's real life. I mean, that is crazy. That's almost like what you see in those movies where like someone gets possessed.
Mm-hmm. And they trying to blame Vince. I think allegedly they're trying to blame they're trying to blame Vince McMahon because people taking steroids. People and that messes with your brain and everything and all these pills.
Oh yeah. Roid rage is a real deal.
Exactly. So he's working. They trying to blame him for that, and also this is like another person that died because Owen.
It's funny. It's the only sport with no drug testing.
True. I mean, they still suspend you. Yeah. Some of that, but it's like up to them. But also, they're gonna have like a whole bunch of people coming on here doing interviews. It says here like the Stone Cold, Triple H, The Rock, Hulk Hogan, not Nicki Minaj, Hulk Hogan.
It's gonna be a rundown memory lane with all the greats.
No, not all the greats. John Cena,
a lot of them.
Bret Hart, and the more. But I mean, like basically the Chris Benoit situation, somebody died. And then you had the Owen Hart situation where he came down on the entrance in one of the pay-per-views. He came down in the hang glider and he was holding it and like it unclamped and he fell down and
he died.
He fell on the ropes and it was horrible. He passed. So that situation. Also, basically they're talking about this assault situation, which they're saying this is crazy because they've been filming this since 2020. And I mean, this is just been getting more and more information.
They were already going to give him a documentary.
They were already going to give him a documentary.
Now they have a crazy documentary.
Exactly. So now they have more information. Now that this whole little lawsuit situation is going on, they said it's going to be bits and pieces put into it. So I mean, I can't wait to see the rise and fall of Vince McMahon. I mean, Vince McMahon is no longer a part of the WWE right now. He's already sold his share off. Right now, it's like some TKO has it, and they also own UFC. So right now,
because I always remember on like the WCW versus NWO and like Nintendo 64 game that it would have like a TKO branding on it.
Oh, you're right. I didn't know. I forgot about that. So yeah, so they are doing that. So and then also starting in January, they're gonna be moving to Netflix. So this is the first thing that's gonna like warm people up with WWE on Netflix. Right now, WWE and Netflix have a 5 to 20 year deal. So that's how long they possibly gonna be with them.
Ridiculous.
So
what are they gonna get in SmackDown or Raw or both?
They're getting both.
Both?
I mean, yeah, but the people are. It's gonna be more. It's gonna be like. Instead of the rated that it is, I think it's like rated 17 or rated PG-17 or rated PG-13. Now they can be rated R. They can just like talk all crazy, say more cuss words, like like some people
HBO
do say
style.
Yeah, so they're gonna be doing that. I mean, so it's gonna be real big. It's gonna be a lot of people because once again,
I'm excited.
We looked up WWE and out of all the YouTube channels, NFL, NBA, all that stuff. WWE has the most subscribers.
Yeah.
So imagine all that.
YouTube.
Exactly. All that's going to the WWE app or they're going to the Netflix app.
Is the biggest app.
Exactly. And every few months you turn around, Netflix is the only one I know that's raising their prices. Or Spotify. Spotify stay raising their prices. Hulu stay raising their prices.
Amazon Prime.
You think Amazon Prime stay raising their prices?
No. I don't have Amazon Prime.
I know Netflix stay raising.
I didn't use it, so I got rid of it.
I know. What about Apple? What about Disney Plus?
This is what?
Disney, do they raise their prices a lot? Disney Plus?
Yeah, they raise their prices a lot.
It makes you think about cutting them off.
Yeah. The only reason is like I want to see the new Star Wars stuff, but their new Star Wars shows have been so trash. It's like I could wait almost. I don't know because I think they raised their yearly price by like $40 or $50.
Oh,
it was ridiculous.
I don't do that. But also, if you didn't know, the director and the producer of this whole docu-series, one of the director is the person that directed the Tiger King, Chris Smith, and then the same dude that did 30 for 30 for ESPN, Bill Simmons.
Ben Simmons.
Not Ben Simmons. Bill
This
Simmons.
is what he's doing besides playing basketball.
He's exposing the truth. Nah, it's Bill Simmons. Bill Simmons, the dude that 30 for 30. He's doing this for the whole Netflix thing. So I mean, this is gonna be crazy. I mean, I can't wait to watch.
I wonder if Vince is getting paid off of this.
I mean, he's in it.
He's in it. Prior agreements. He probably signed the contract to be like, yeah, go ahead and put it out.
True.
Like he's like, this might suck, but it might be like they might like remember more of the bright parts than the bad.
True. I mean, he has a lot of money. People are also talking about him getting into TNA wrestling, like basically owning a part of that, or started another another wrestling brand, because it's so, I didn't know that. Like, I follow them, WWE, and I followed a couple other ones. Now every time I turn around, it's like a sumo wrestling group, or it's a Florida wrestling group, or Texas
NXT?
wrestling group. NXT is WWE, but it's like the beginning
version.
version.
What about AEW?
AEW.
Isn't that another one that's like different on TNT or something?
I think it's, yeah, they had TNA too. They just did this merge.
Isn't it AEW?
I think it's AEW. And then they did this whole merger with TNA. So now like they'll send some of their stars over to TNA just to do a couple episodes. So it's, I mean, they merging. It's gonna be real big. I mean, they're making a lot of money.
They need to bring back NWO.
I mean, true.
Yeah, baby.
We gotta see. But y'all need to comment down below. Let me know how you feel about this docuseries that's coming out. Also, let me know who your favorite WWE wrestler is. Do you have one? Is it Vince McMahon? Is it Shane McMahon? Do people like Shane
John
McMahon?
Cena.
You can't see me. Oh my God, you would like John Cena. Nah, but I mean, so if that's you, I got like Stone Cold, Shawn Michaels. I got so many, man.
Yeah, I like Stone Cold a lot.
RKO, Randy Orton.
Yeah, and The Rock was always cool.
See, exactly.
Randy Orton's cool. What's it called? Sting.
Sting. That's WC. Yeah, that's WCW. He's still wrestling.
Oh my God. Don't kill yourself, dude.
Man, Ric Flair used to still wrestle. He was in the late 70s.
Ric Flair looks like a Muppet now. It's crazy.
Exact. Man, did you see the Ric Flair episode? I think it was on ESPN 30 for 30. It was a Ric Flair something.
Oh yeah, they did do one.
When like he said he used to drink.
I didn't watch it. I saw the trailer.
He said every time he used to go to work or cut off work, he used to drink like a whole bunch of martinis and a whole bunch of beer. He'd get wasted.
Gotta get your body ready for the pain.
Exactly. But speaking of the pain and getting the body ready, I don't think Deion Sanders was ready for this kind of pain, man.
This was getting take behind the back door and get that old fashioned type of pain.
Oh man, so it looks like here, man, Colorado.
As soon as I praise them, you know what they want to do? They want to come out the next week and get absolutely bamboozled, 28-10. They took them behind the woodshed and they banged it out.
Exactly.
I mean, we even got a video here of them. Was this them trying to get hype?
I mean, yeah, this is the
video. They whimpered.
This is the video of them trying to get hype. And then we got Shador Sanders basically putting the blame on everybody else besides him. Then we gonna come back and let you know more details of how crazy this game was.
Apology of my co-host.
You hater. My apologies be amazing.
Apologize. Remember from South Park? The death skull.
I mean, how many times did Rowley get touched? How many times did Rowley get touched? There was able, like, of course, whenever you're able to run the ball consistently, and whenever you're able to, then that opens up the pass, you know. But it's just like you gotta understand like what your team good at. So it's like, why would we keep running the ball if we out there and we get in a situation where it's a must get and we don't get it?
Are those kind of like 4th and 1 conversions that haven't gone your guys' way in the last couple is that kind of play into everybody's mind? Is that kind of something on your mind thinking about, advancing the ball and whatnot?
Nah, I'd rather, if we're going to go down, I'd rather go down swinging, honestly, because I know I could throw the best punch.
I know I could throw the best punch, but I guess that punch wasn't strong enough, man.
Oh my God!
So right now, man,
punch was a little whimper.
So right now, Colorado was on a 3-game winning streak against Nebraska, man. Last time they played Nebraska, they won 14-36. But I mean, this game was bad out the gate, man. By the time it was 14-0, Shiloh broke his forearm after he made 2 tackles. So now he's gonna be out for a while now. I mean. Have you ever heard anybody that broke their forearm?
No, I've never broken an arm or a leg, but I think for an arm, like you could get back playing in like 4 to 6 weeks, because you can play with an arm cast. They allow you to play.
See, I mean that's great, but he cornerback. Would you want a cornerback playing with an arm cast?
I mean, yeah, it's not like he's catching it anyways.
True. So you had that situation. Then by halftime, it was already 28-0. So, I mean, it was embarrassing. I mean, the whole time they were talking about how, like, Colorado, their O-line is trash. Well, last year talk about their O-line is trash, their D-line is trash. But, Deion Sanders just got there. He building it up. And this year, they're talking about how...
It's the same thing, man.
Yep.
It's fool's gold. Last year, it seems like, they barely win out the gate. They win out the gate and then they just start getting smashed. So this year they start getting smashed early.
But baby Mahomes.
It's like their O-line just is absolutely unacceptable every year. I don't know, like, are they not, like, recruiting O-line? Or are they focusing too much on the skill positions and not focusing on the O-line? Because no matter how good your quarterback is, if you don't give him any time to operate, he's not going to do anything. I mean,
True.
if he's under pressure all day, like, for example, the Steelers, getting that pressure all day long, you're going to make it tough. You're going to make him throw some picks. You're going to make him get a fumble.
Facts.
So,
I mean, but with Shador, I mean, he had a decent game, 244 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Man, that interception was nasty. He threw a pick. The cornerback jumped the route, and took it to the house for a pick 6. I mean, so that's how they got one of their scores. It would have been a close game
for sure.
It would have been a close. It would have been a close game if that didn't happen. But I mean, yeah, it's like my coach said. Like, this team right here playing, they not gonna win any bowl. They're not gonna get to any bowl games.
They're not getting in the playoffs.
If they can't be ranked opponents. I mean, Nebraska wasn't even ranked yet, but they got an O-line. They got to start beating teams with a line. Because what you going to do when you go against LSU? What you going to do when you go against Alabama? Like, your people small.
By 40.
Exactly. And when I was reading and doing my research on this, I heard, like, once Nebraska got the 28 points, they started playing it safe because they was, like, playing it safe after that, after the second half started, because they was already up. They knew Colorado couldn't get back up. And then Travis Hunter, he over here still playing both sides. Like, you getting blown out, son. Like, why is you playing cornerback even though he did almost get a pick?
He's got that never say die attitude. You got to love it.
I mean, true that.
But, no, you got to understand. You got to protect yourself at that moment. Like, in the NBA games, they getting blown out by 20 points, and there's, like, 7 minutes left or 6 minutes. They're like, pull the starters. We ain't got it tonight. Let the bench guys get to go.
Exactly. And Travis Hunter was he had 4 catches for $110. I mean, that's good. But I mean, back to the whole Colorado team, there was 4 and 14 on third down conversions. You can't be.
That's not gonna get it done.
You definitely can't get it done like that. I mean, that's just embarrassing. And then also people were talking about Shador and how he left the game with 2 minutes left. 2 minutes left on the clock. He was just embarrassed. He couldn't watch the rest of this. So we gonna see how this goes. I mean, honestly, I don't even feel like Deion Sanders is gonna be in Colorado that long. I give him at least until a year or 2 years after his son graduates and gets drafted to the NFL. He's just gonna move on to the next thing.
Do you think he's gonna stay at all after he's done?
Nah.
Or do you think that once his sons are done, that he's done?
He's gonna leave. I mean, he's gonna leave for like a year after that. Because I mean, I don't see him being a college coach. I mean, I think he's only doing it for his son so he can make sure his son gets a first round draft pick and get guaranteed money.
Do you think he'll be done coaching after that, or is he going to try to go pro?
Ooh, what if he goes pro and coaches the Cowboys?
Cowboys could use a new coach.
Cowboys gonna need everything.
Hey, they won today.
True that.
Crappy Browns.
True that. But the next game right now that Colorado has to play is Colorado State. They're gonna be playing them on September the 14th. If you don't remember the Colorado State game, that's the game that last year went to this guy. Yeah.
I thought you were ready to move on, co-host. You had something else to say?
Horrible.
Here, I'll move it back for you. Go ahead.
So, yeah, I mean, if you didn't know, man, the next game Colorado finna go against is Colorado State. The last time they played, they went to double overtime. It ended 35-43.
Double overtime.
That game was crazy. I mean, we were watching that.
Oh, yeah, that was like game of the year.
That was the game of the year. That was last year. But, I mean, y'all comment down below how y'all feel about Colorado. Do y'all feel like they finna win are they going to win more than 4 games this year? Because last year, I think they only won like 4 or 5 games.
They're winning 5.
Oh Lord, I mean,
that was rough. That was rough.
That was a rough game. I mean, they got if they lose, we get another. We gotta see, man. They got a tougher schedule coming up. But moving on, my coach already showed it. We finna talk about Angel Reese. You know, the Bayou Barbie. It looks like Angel Reese announced she will miss the rest of the rookie season due to injury. I have a season-ending injury.
She just wants to focus on her podcast. We'll get into that in a second. But, yeah, they said that she's done, and, at least the last shot that she made was a 3. And she had like 20-something points and like 13 rebounds. So, already set the record for most rebounds in the season for WNBA. So she already is the greatest rebounder of all time in WNBA history for a single season. And, she'll be back. She'll be great. I was just really hoping her team could sneak into the playoffs because they could possibly, if they won most of their games out or all of them or something like that, that they would be could possibly get the last seed. But now they probably won't make it, but, they'll be back next year, and I guess we'll just have to watch Caitlin Clark.
Exactly. And right now,
Caitlin's in the playoffs.
Horrible.
No, I'm kidding. I like Angel Reese.
Yeah, like my co-host just said, I mean, right now, Chicago Sky, they are fighting for the 8th playoff spot. Right now, they're trying, it's either between them and the Atlanta Dream. They have the chances of making it. But, yeah, I mean, it looks like here she messed her wrist up. She was going to get her last game. She was going against the Sparks. In the second half, she fell on the ground twice. So that's
they need to fly me out. I can help that wrist too.
Horrible. But I mean, she was balling. She was balling out already. She already had 24 points, 12 rebounds in that game. So she was balling out. And I mean, right now they only had like 6 games left in the season. So I mean, you missing the next 6 games because you're a risk. Of course, I guess that's a season-ending injury.
Well,
you got to see it like that.
Hopefully they get another good draft pick, and then they get what's her name from UConn?
Paige.
Yeah, they get Paige Buckets, Paige Buchers. That they would be awesome if Chicago got hurt.
Yeah, because they did.
Paige and Angel Reese, that's a dynamic duo. And then they get Cardozo to actually start playing decent ball. And they already got that short player that's real quick that plays, what is it, Chardonnay, Carter or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's pretty good. So they could do it.
Yeah, I mean, they can do it because, I mean, like, what Angel Reese is bringing in this whole year, I mean, they said this season she had 446 rebounds, which broke the single-season rebound record.
What's crazy is you break an all-time, never-been-done record, and you're not going to win Rookie of the Year.
I mean, hey, when you going against Caitlin Clark, she over there busting, going crazy.
Caitlin Clark did a triple-double, and no one has ever done that in their rookie season. But, I mean, that's a rookie season record. Angel Reese's record is a never-been-done in WNBA history, any year, any player.
Yeah, true. I mean, 26 double-doubles in 34 games. That's crazy.
Most double-doubles, most rebounds.
Candace Parker only had 15. So, I mean, yeah. But we got a video right here of Angel Reese talking about her injury, even showing her risk of how bad it is. I mean,
look at her wrist.
It's folded up like a pretzel. It's nasty.
Who we folding like a pretzel?
Horrible.
I'm getting surgery on Tuesday.
Surgery?
It's gonna be the fastest recovery y'all done seen. My wrist is like fine as far as like it's not hurting right now, but it's not fine because I can't play. If I could play, I would play. Trust me, I fought to play, but it wouldn't be good for me. We need your wrist for the rebounds. Y'all always just have like a little think piece. What quarter did I hurt my wrist? I hurt my wrist. I don't know what quarter exactly, but when I got that N1 and I fell back, is when I heard it. But my adrenaline was pumping, so I didn't feel it until like Friday night. Like I did not sleep Friday night. And then boom. Got an x-ray. They said what they said. I'm only out for 6 weeks. I am out for the rest of the year. Well, I'm out for the rest of the season, not the rest of the year. Y'all didn't read the key. I don't think y'all read anything I said in my little post.
Charm, and if they're gonna keep daring you to shoot,
swish.
Swish.
I think just being able to be in that moment of it happening, you never realize how something can really change your life.
Double-doubles, most by
and
rookie,
knowing my
most all time.
5 fingers and my other finger pointing at my hand could literally have changed my life for like forever is crazy. And knowing that, like, Kaylin is an amazing player, and I've always thought she was an amazing player. We've been playing each other since high school, like literally been playing each other since high school. And like knowing that, like, there's never been beef. Like, we've talked trash to each other in AAU, like that. It's been that. So I think it's really just the fans, her fans, the Iowa fans, now the Indiana fans that are like, they ride for her. And I respect that respectfully, but sometimes it's very disrespectful. I think there's a lot of racism when it comes to it, and I don't believe she stands on any of
Ooh, she said I don't believe Caitlin Clark stands for any of that, and I agree with that also. So I mean, like she was saying, this is Angel Reese's new hobby that she's gonna be doing while she's recovering from an injury. This is a podcast called Unapologetic. So I mean, she's gonna be talking to a lot of celebrities, a lot of people here. I mean,
it's not gonna be called Angel, please.
No, it's hard, but that's Chrisean, please. But I mean, on this past episode, she talked about Caitlin Clark. She talked about the whole G Herbo situation. She talked about basketball. She also talked about
Flo. Can't help her bring in the groceries.
Horrible. You know, we can't help her bring in the groceries. I mean, she said G Herbo was a cool person. Like, you know,
you let the baddies. You gotta always help the baddies bring in the groceries.
That's what little bitch got in trouble.
Just being a good Samaritan.
Being too friendly. But so I mean, like it said here, I mean, 446 rebounds this season. She out here killing it. I mean, all she really got to do is start shooting the 3-point ball a little more, get a little shot. I can see her being like I can see if she does all that, she could be an Asia Wilson.
Asia Wilson doesn't even really shoot threes.
I mean, she shoots mid range.
She shoots mid range.
Exactly.
Yeah, Angel Reese mid range is about the same as her 3-pointers. She just got to get more consistent at both. But I do like that at least that she is shooting them. She usually will shoot more mid ranges and not really the threes, maybe every once in a while. But she's had a couple games where she gets the 3-ball going. So if she starts getting that more consistent with her already being a great defensive player and a great rebounder, if she starts putting the offense, I mean, she's already averaging a double-double, so she's at least getting 10 points.
She's
probably like
13.6 points, 13.1 rebounds, 1.9 assists, and
she's
1.3 steals.
She's probably getting at least 6 points off of offensive rebounds, and probably another 5, 6, 7 points off of just her scoring.
What's the average 3-point percentage? It should be like 40%.
Who, for the WNBA?
For the WNBA.
No, they don't shoot higher. The average for men is 35, so I think the WNBA is a little bit lower. It might be like
30,
32.
Okay, what about?
And I think what Angel Reese was. I mean, Caitlin Clark was like 34.
Exactly. And what about inside the paint?
For a big, I mean, God, you usually want them shooting like 60 to 80.
She's shooting 39 from the inside. 39%. Oh, hard.
She's getting
double
teamed because Cardozo can't shoot, so she can't space the court. So she's bringing her man over to the paint. So she's going against a lot of double teams. But she's getting the boards when she misses.
It's horrible. I mean, that's the ongoing joke they're saying about Angel Reese. Like, if you shoot the ball, you get your own rebound, throw it up again, you miss, you grab your own rebound again.
Dennis Rodman used to do it all the time.
Exactly. Remember,
don't hate the player, hate the game.
I wonder if they stat patent for Angel Reese. I remember when we were reading it,
LeBron used to stat pad.
There was like every time like Dennis Rodman would get a rebound, but sometimes he'd tip it 3 times and then catch it, and sometimes they'd count that as like 3 rebounds. So it really just depends on who was doing the whole stats for that day. Because I mean, that's crazy.
Especially if he was like trying to score, he would like catch it, go up to score, miss the layup, get the rebound, go on the other side of the basket, miss the layup, get the rebound, and then go up again and make it.
But keep that ball out.
So like he would get 2 offensive rebounds and the bucket.
It says there's no beef, and also I mean, like, everybody knew that there was no beef between Angel Reese and Caitlin. Like, it was just the media. I mean, they were trying to build up hype for the WNBA, and I mean, honestly, gotta say now that we're down to the last 5 games, they did their job, because I mean, I haven't really been this connected to the WNBA. Period. I think I watched more games this season than I've ever watched.
Yeah, we've been definitely watching a lot more, and it's been interesting to see. It's almost like a Magic Johnson, Larry Bird. What was it? Magic Johnson beat Larry Bird in college,
Yep.
and then I think Magic won, like 3 championships against Larry, and Larry won 2 against Magic. So I guess technically Magic won that matchup by 1, if you want to look at it that way. But they both won championships on each other. So we'll see if they're probably in the same conference. So
probably are.
We'll see if they ever play each other in the Eastern Conference Finals or in the playoffs. But that'll have to be next year because the Chicago Sky are probably not going to make it.
Exactly. And, speaking about basketball and not going to make it, man, it looks like here Rudy Gobert ain't going to let Shaq make it because I think he wants Shaq here. Shaq says the worst NBA player of all times has to be Rudy and Ben Simmons. So we got an interview right here from Complex. Shaq gonna tell you about basically how he feels, and then I got a little funny joke to tell you.
Tell us how you really feel.
Quote NBA player.
Rudy Gobert.
Oh my God, I knew he was gonna say Rudy Gobert.
Rudy Gobert.
He's worse than Ben Simmons?
Ben Simmons is another bum. No, because you know why?
I'm sorry to Rudy Gobert and Ben Simmons.
Because I'm going to tell you what. If you sign a contract for $250, show me $250. It's the reason why I walk funny and why I can't turn my neck and why I can't do it, because I played for my 120. So you got guys like him that the system over, they're making all this money and they can't play. So I don't respect guys like that. Like every time I make these comments, people think I'm hating, but these are facts. You got teachers, you got firemen, you got doctors who have real jobs and don't get paid shit.
Rudy Gobert is the worst of all time.
You take that back, Shaq. I am not the word.
What are you wearing, Rudy? And why do you have a camel toe?
Because I am French, and this is my strongman outfit. I am no longer Rudy Tooty Fresh and Fruity. I am now Rudy the Tough Guy Gobert. Now take it back, Shaq, or else.
Or else what?
Or else I'm going to kick your butt. And when I'm done with you, I'm going to beat up Draymond Green and Dwight Howard and...
You better get some icy hot for that face. My turn. Get ready to be Rudy Tooty pushed in Pooty.
Rudy Tooty pushed in Pooty.
Dwight Howard strikes again. Nah, but I mean,
you and the connects from the Diddy party.
It's just disrespectful. I mean, Rudy Gobert out here balling. He almost finished his $205 million contract. He on his 4th season out of 5. I mean, he's been balling. He's a 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, 3-time All-Star, averaging 14 points, 12.9 rebounds.
He almost has the same amount of Defensive Player of the Years as he does All-Stars.
I mean, what? Say it again?
You said he's a 4-time Defensive Player of the Year and a 3-time All-Star.
Yeah.
That's crazy. He's almost equal All-Star and Defensive Player of the Year.
I mean, it's hard things to do. I mean, and also this past season he was the second highest in rebounds next to Sabonis. Because Sabonis averaged 13.7 rebounds, and what's the name? Only averaged 12.9.
12.9 was it?
Yeah, I think 12.9 in the season.
Some, yeah. Yeah, but he always gets it because he's always averaged over 10 rebounds, and he also always averages like 2 blocks, 2 or more blocks, whether it's 2 or 3. And so he always gets it. Like, they say rebounding is part of defense because you're ending the possession. If the team misses, if you don't get the rebound, their possession continues. So getting the rebound is the final thing in a defensive stop. So they do give you credit for that, and that's why he won it over Wembanyama, and also Wemby's on a losing team. His team was the best or one of the top 3 in the West. So they're always going to give him a better look for that. But I think people just don't like that Rudy is also not a very good one-on-one defender when he gets against other bigs that know how to score. Like Jokic put like 40 points on him. Anthony Davis has put 40 points on him. What he's actually good at doing is being a weak side help defender. So
like Victor Wembanyama.
Yeah. So when people actually get past their man, they don't see him coming, and then he gets a block. So he's coming over as help rather than guarding his man one-on-one. But when someone can really score with one-on-one moves, he can't guard him.
True. And then with the whole Ben Simmons situation, I mean, like, ever since he had to do his whole back out, he's been trying to finesse the whole NBA so they won't want all their money back. He just ain't been the same. He don't really be trying. He never developed a shot, he never developed a whole shot. But then every time you see him in practice, he over there shooting half-court shots, mid-range shots, 3-point shots. And I was like, why you don't do that in the game?
It doesn't make sense. We've seen so much practice footage of Ben Simmons, of him looking like an all-star, looking like he has a three-pointer, but when it comes to game time, he's never able to put it together. And then his chronic back pain and back surgeries has kept him in and out of the lineup ever since, his prime days in Philly. So Philly already gave up on him. It looks like Brooklyn's already giving up on him. Who knows if he'll find another home or find another chance. But it's crazy to see someone that was once touted as having Kawhi Leonard defense and being an all-star and being a final piece to the puzzle in the
they just choose not to care
rebuild
anymore.
in Philly. Yeah, they're supposed to trust the process, but you can't trust Ben Simmons back.
Fact. I mean, look at Miles Porter. Miles Porter back was all messed up. Look, he's fine now.
He got enough massages. He worked it out.
Horrible. But, I mean, we going to keep you up to date on this. I mean, Shaq is always trying Rudy Gobert. And he's also trying JaVale McGee. Yep. Yes. Always trying. JaVale McGee deserve it.
JaVale McGee.
Horrible. But anything else you got to say about this?
Keep Shaq in the fall.
Shaq in the fool.
Shaq in the fool, Rudy. And Ben Simmons, hopefully you can get back to playing, dude.
Exactly.
You think you just got too hurt from the Jenner situation?
Probably. And also,
she
man.
She went to Devin Booker.
Broke his heart.
And then now she's with Peso Puma.
Even Bad Bunny?
No, I'm kidding. Bad Bunny.
But speaking of Bad Bunny, looks like we got some great music, man. New music Mondays, and it's dropping on Monday this week. Look at that.
The podcast is dropping on Monday.
Exactly.
Shout out for my co-hosts for having a booty call and us having to move the podcast a day up. So we will allow you to fulfill that booty call, and we will get the podcast out a day early for you this week. So it's not every Tuesday. It's every Tuesday except when we do it on Mondays. But still look out for the NFL podcast.
Exactly.
Coming out on Wednesday.
And make sure y'all look out for TFTC Music Mix number 5, man. 117 songs, man. The Whip It Master.
His new song, favorite song, Whip It.
Oh, Lord.
By Rude K's.
He loves this. My co-host loves this song, but the whole Whip It craze is going crazy. Kids is doing it instead of smoking. They doing whippets, man. Make sure y'all watch your kids, man, because these kids is doing really.
They
losing
stuff. Brain cells
on purpose
for fun.
Yeah, exactly.
Like it's a game.
Think it's a game. But speaking of thinking it's a game, man, the Think It's a Game music that came out this past week, man. We had some ASAP came out. We had some G Herbo, Big Swerve came out. Some Quavo, Ty Dolla $ign, 2C, some Rod 49, Central C, Benji, Chinese Kitty, 310 Baby.
Who's Perry Mason?
What's Perry Mason? Where's that?
Towards the bottom of the left, under Rob 49.
The Yesterday Lights. I don't know. It's probably some
the Shitty Boys.
Some J. Cole rap. I know the Shitty Boys. Oh, that Chow Lee, man. Sex Drive. You know that's
like that Chinese Kitty.
Exactly, man. That Little Peep. I wonder if that's Little Peep, the one that was going with I Love McConaughey. That passed away. But we gonna check on that, man. It's time for my pick of the week, man. You already know I got Chow Lee, man. He dropped the whole tape, Sex Drive, 19 tracks. I want to say out of 19 tracks, I'm like at least Cash Coban. So I want to say I like at least 9 to 12 songs on this whole album. I'm damn right. I want to say the whole 19 that I like on the whole album. I mean, a couple of the songs I already heard already, but this is great music. What my co-hosts call that mumble R&B.
Mumble B.
Exactly. What you felt about this album when you heard it?
Trash. Feels like a Johnny Cinco ripoff.
All right, well, my co-host a hater. But man,
no one cares about Chow Mein.
All right, well, man, make sure y'all check out my pick of the week, man. Chow Lee Sex Drive album, man.
What's the best song?
It's Miss
If
Beautiful.
you had to give someone one song to listen to.
Vagina. That beautiful V. That's that song you gotta listen to. Or Act Bad.
Miss Beautiful V, number 5.
Exactly. Make sure y'all listen to number 5. And also, man, make sure y'all listen to my co-host pick, man. My co-host pick, man, G Herbo,
Shout out
Chicago's
Lil
own.
Herb, aka G Herbo, Big Swerve.
Big Swerve.
Dropping a 14 song album, and he did have some great features. He has Skilla Baby, Rob 49, Chief Keef, Sexy Red, and 21 Savage. So great features all the way around. I did love the song with Chief Keef, No Pics. I have it on my playlist for sure. I did like the song with 21 Savage in the A, and I don't remember Was the Sexy Red song good?
Yeah, the Sexy Red song's good.
Yeah, I think it was decent.
Him and Baby Drill, Global Spinning is fire.
The Baby Drill song, yeah.
I mean, his features on this tape was fire. I mean, G Herbo came out of nowhere with this tape, man. He talking crazy, like y'all. He talking crazy because y'all be saying he broke, he doing all this fraud stuff. He ain't on that level, man, dog. He been getting money, but make sure y'all check out that Big Swerve G Herbo album, man. Fire. Also, man, make sure y'all follow us on Twitter, man. Feel it Supreme 305, man. I was supposed to tweet this weekend, but man, some crazy things happened. I had to handle some business, but I'm definitely gonna be tweeting tomorrow, especially watching the football game. Make sure y'all subscribe to the page. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that comment button. Make sure you hit that notification bell. Also, make sure y'all check us out on TikTok, because you know I say dropping videos on there, TikTok-y. Make sure y'all check us out, Crib Reactions on IG. That's the new page, Crib Reactions.
New IG for Crib Reactions only.
Exactly. Horrible. Also, make sure y'all check out Tales from the Crib 210. That's the main page I will be dropping shorts on, a lot of information on. I'll be doing a lot of stories, man. I stay in the comments, man. My own brother told me, man, he be seeing me commenting on stuff. But make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Once again, it's your boy Jesse J, Philly Supreme 305 with my co-host
Chico Grinding Chico 2 times. We'll see y'all later. Thanks for tuning in with us. Usually every Tuesday. We just schedule every
Monday.
Not every Monday, but just this week we're Monday.
Exactly.
Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for tuning in. Once again, we got the clip. We got clips coming out. We're gonna clip up this Rich Homie Quan, Kendrick Lamar, Megan Thee Stallion, Ice Spice versus Cleotrapa. My co-host, Crush of the Year, Cleotrapa. But hey,
you can't even say that with a straight face. You know that's your boo.
Whatever, man. It's your
Shout
boy.
out to you, boo.
Whatever, man. We about to sign out. 2-hour episode, baby. Y'all better watch every minute.
TFTC Sports, baby. Watch our episode with Real Good _Doty. Watch your boy Chico Grind. They whoop his other co-host arse when it comes to betting. I already collected my margarita from the co-host Jesse J. I will be collecting my lunch from Seth. So if you want to keep me keep winning, tune in to TFTC Sports. But we will see you later.